Picking Chance jewelry up. Turning eggshells into jewelry.
Jewelry. All right. Well, let's see. So, I know we had hoped, um, but we didn't get our Taliesin just yet.
Yeah, BB's
I
not
know,
here
I know,
yet.
I know he's busy. Well, that's okay. There's the list of things I had from you, Jerk, for selling. I just posted in the Discord. You mentioned if it got typed up. There it is. So I'll run through last session. So last session we found ourselves 7 p.m. on the 22nd of the Claw of Sunsets, 1495 DR. Jerk attempted to sell 3,733 gold worth of loot, gems, necklaces, fine daggers or nade daggers, vial of perfumes, which I just decided was worth 3 gold, one gold apiece. Gems, amethysts, a sake set, 2 carved skulls covered in runes, 3 crystal pendants dragon shaped, string of pearls, sapphire ring, and 6 polished stones. So looks like you had a lot of things that might be well sold at a jewelry or shop that deals in minerals like Miner's Guild or something. But Ruckamore Pike,
If
he
only we were
offered.
still in Fandolin, I could go visit my my Miners Guild friend.
Yeah, also Zentum cohort. Ruckham offered 1,900 gold plus 325 gold in the form of a potion of fire breath, but the party found his price to be too low, opting to have Ixavix do the talking in other shops. As the party headed out to find a jeweler that had not closed yet, they were immediately accosted outside the Drunken Lobster by a painted woman who threatened their lives, a comment which they laughed their asses off at. No longer in fear of humanoids. You guys like busted out hard when she was like, well, I'll kill you for it. And you were just, oh man, that was great. I really enjoyed re-listening to that today.
Yeah, and how'd that work out for her?
Right, yeah. So then the party, you guys quickly found out that there was a group of thieves accompanying this woman, all of them attacking from the rooftops with longbows, raining arrows down on you. Taliesin protected the party with a sphere of wind that deflected almost all of the arrows that came their way. Ixabix burnt them. Jerk sent one to hell. Godwald rang the death bell. Chance, despite being blurry-eyed drunk, sunk arrow after arrow after arrow into them, which I also thought was very, very fun. So we found out that Chance does not seem to care too much about being intoxicated.
I did finally go down at the very end when she was getting away.
Yeah, they did get a couple hits in you guys in, and you were weakened from an earlier fight that day with Dralmor, the half green dragon. But all in all, the thieves' plan had little effect. Their numbers were dwindling. Ape Taliesin dented the armor of one of them, causing him difficulty to breathe. The leader called for retreat, and they narrowly escaped with slashes and burns. The party then gave the world's most awkward report to the Lord's Alliance about what happened in the alleyway. Ape grunts, requests for medics for dead men, drunken Chance rambling. It was glorious. I loved it. Every second of it. Lord's Alliance eventually arrived with a cart and took away the thieves' bodies after getting better details from Ixavix, including a disguised self of this is what they looked like description.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a decent written description. Their sketch turned out not to be so great. You guys then headed back to the rumored hearth, and Pillow Fort shenanigans ensued. Taliesin ordered a bottle of wine. Jerk drank from his bottle of rum. Ixavix read his books on about Tiamat, and Taliesin fell asleep as a cat, but not before he turned Jerk into chicken in order to make a pun that we all groaned heavily at and laughed, and that was the end of the day. We basically ended in the morning with you guys talking about what you were going to do, so we now find ourselves at 8 a.m. on the 23rd of the Claw of Sunsets, 1495 DR, and I'm going to say you guys are probably still upstairs in the room as you're discussing where to go today.
I know that Bear mentioned that he was going to pair up with Ixavix to do the selling to cover the insight portions of it, since my wisdom is so low. Like, I'm good at the charisma side of the persuasion and everything, but my guy won't really know if he's having any lies told to him.
Well, thankfully, you still have a cleric of Bahamut with you who should be pretty skilled at that as well.
Cool.
And also, if you need help getting around the city, Jerk is an excellent guide.
So let's
Oh, yeah,
just all
X-Wing.
go together. Let's just not split it
Team
all and just.
Party together.
I know Bear said he's on his way.
Yep. Just I'll give you guys a kind of a quick rundown. There are a number of shops that you have heard about either through inquiring, talk about. Jerk would have known some of these anyways. Places that Tyre had mentioned to you. So I just want to kind of throw some of the names out here for you. Chance, you had heard about the Sphinx's Apothecary potion shop. Tyre mentioned Heavy Metal Works, which is an armor and weapons forge. There were other forges, the Fox's Armory and Griffin Armaments. There's Zella and Patre's Quill, which is a magic shop known for its scrolls.
What was that one again? I'm writing these down.
Oh, I'll paste them into the chat too if you
Okay.
want to wait.
Yeah.
No, it's nice and easy for everybody.
Okay.
Zella, but it was Zella and Patre's Quill. Zella, Zela, Patre's Patre''S. Quill, known for its scrolls, for its magic and scrolls. There's the Unicorn's Charm. It's an enchanter. The Creeping Quarry and Jewelry, which was the gemstones and minerals shop. It's basically like a miner's guild with a jewelry store attached. There's the Hidden Treasure, which is antiques and instruments. There's the A Listening Moon, which is a pet store. There's the Black Eagle Tattoo Shop, which is a tattoo shop. And there's Creased Lightning, which is a seamstress, high-end threads.
Priest.
That's worse.
Creased Lightning.
That's worse than him turning me to a chicken.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. I was hoping he would be here for this joke.
Laughed at it though.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I forget that I'm much louder in your ears than I am in this room alone
Is it-
all the time.
Is it hydromatic? Have you ever seen Grease? Oh, come on.
Oh, it's been a long
Yeah.
time.
Before my time.
Whatever. All
Down.
right.
I've seen it within
Never
the last
approached
6
me.
months.
You've seen it in the last 6 months?
Yes, I like that movie.
I mean, no one's been like, hey, do you want to watch Grease? So, okay.
Hey, do you want to watch Grease?
It's highly
Sure, I guess.
problematic.
Well, that's
I
exciting.
sing I got chills at work a lot. I'm not gonna sing more in case it gets like something bad to your Twitch stream, but
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna clip that. Hold on, I got Twitch open right now. I'm gonna clip it now. I'm not
How
ready.
kind of you.
Oh, we already got DCMA. There, look at that.
So,
So fast.
anyway.
it's just a line. It's just a line.
Are there more shops, or did we just totally cut you off?
I know, but those are just some of the shops that are around. I don't know if there's. I gave you a couple extra on the end to give you an idea. If you had essentially like, wanted to think of other things, there's some other shops that are out there, things you might be interested in having.
Right on.
Ways you could spend your money if you have some. But yeah, so those are some of the places you can go. Obviously, all the other taverns and temples, Hall of Justice, the towers, places that you know about are in town, or others.
So before
So,
we
let me know.
before we start off on our journey, Jerk's gonna go kind of pull Godwald aside for a second and just say, hey, we should probably keep an ear out for those gazers too, huh?
Yes, that is. Well,
I'm kind of curious to know if my boys learned how to cook. He was getting pretty good on the way up here.
the coast, I think, has bigger problems.
Well, no, I just want my boy back. You weren't thinking of the other thing, were you? We couldn't possibly. You monster.
You wanted to kill the gazers? Oh, what is this
Well,
on your neck?
no.
Great.
No, but yeah, we should
But-
probably keep our ear to the ground just in case. I was messing with it, by the way. If we have to, I have no problem putting them down.
In case somebody complains of small spectators telling bad jokes.
Bad jokes and cooking inedible food.
I
Oh man, they did not gain their father's sense of cooking, did they?
Nope.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, yeah,
Was
I'll.
there anything else?
That was really it. Let's go. Let's go do the thing.
Very well.
Where should we head
Before
first?
we head out, I'm going to use the hat of disguise to turn myself into the aforementioned, or in the last session, into a halfling, so
Halfling.
that I may be a little more approachable for sales stuff.
Approachable.
Sure, no problem. Describe this halfling. What color's your hair?
Oh God, yeah. I should have thought of stuff like that. Let's say, he's very blonde.
Blonde. Okay, very blonde
Yeah.
halfling. Just wearing street clothes.
Yeah. He saw another halfling passing by and decided to do the same thing, but in the color of red.
Okay.
Like red vest and like wine colored pants and a white undershirt with puffy sleeves and like a Ren Fair outfit, puffy like little leather bracers and whatnot.
All right. Nice and early in the morning. And I suppose I can message this to you directly, but Godwald, you hear a voice in your mind. And do you want me to message this to you? Or you cool doing the same?
I think private.
Oh, okay. Then bear with me. And let's see if I can do this right. You know what? I'm just gonna do it in Discord.
That is safer.
We all know how I like to mess that up. Also, I did use the cards to draw that name, so don't laugh too hard. But you guys kind of notice Godwald sort of like his attention goes off to the side while you're sitting there deciding where you want to head.
At some point, Ixavix does want to go back over to the Temple of Bahamut to discuss with them about the remaining Black Dragon egg and his tribe's involvement in becoming aligned with the Temple of Bahamut.
Okay.
At some point, I don't know when that's good, convenient for everybody else.
Yeah. Shopping first or temple first? What does everybody think?
Shopping.
Shopping?
Yeah,
Okay.
my vote's on shopping as well.
Sounds good to me.
Godwald, any thoughts on that?
I shopping, but if we shop long enough to have to break for lunch, I'd like to go to the temple after that.
Fair.
Shopping, lunch, then temple.
Okay.
Shopping, lunch, and temple.
Ah.
That should work fine for me.
Sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess the shopping's good and let's see. See if this noise makes it through. Nope. Alright. So, yeah, you guys head your way out. Let's give you some city music.
Yay, city.
All right. Yeah. So you guys are in the Blue Lake district. It's kind of the market district. So there's a lot of things you can find to buy out on the way here. I did not paste that list of shops to you, which I will do right now, as I said I would, and here we are.
I think I got them all written down.
Okay.
I don't know if it's all spelled correctly.
Put it in this chat.
Boy, oh boy. Going shopping in the big city. I've never done that before. I'm nervous and excited.
Yeah. It kind of broke it up pretty thoroughly in there. So I'll put it in the Discord chat. It's a little easier to read. But yeah. So which shops are you heading to first? You don't. No one ever really found out where Tyre is staying and where he's got your dragon body. But I suppose if you're not selling the items, you don't exactly need to know right now. But just a heads up.
Yeah, we're selling some of the parts, right?
Well,
And
he's
then
gonna be selling them,
creating
so we don't need them on us.
Yeah, I suggest
Well,
he
yeah,
sells
he's
them to the
he's got the cart.
connections.
The cart with the dragon's corpse is in his care.
Yeah,
I
he's,
mean-
That's more.
I think we're gonna want to deal with that to get the money for the leftover items first before we go shopping, so we have more money, right?
well,
You could always go around and see what shops have too. See if there's anything you want, and then
Yeah,
figure
window
it out.
shopping first. Okay.
sounds like a plan.
And I just
Okay.
assumed we were gonna have Tyre fetch the dragon and tell him what we want made, and he's gonna contact the people. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could probably do that for you. He's a pretty amicable guy.
Yeah, I thought he was kind of like the go-between. He was gonna be our consigliere.
Yeah, I didn't know that we wouldn't know where he's staying.
I assume
I don't think
somewhere
anybody
with the
asked.
Zentrium. I mean, he's from this
Oh.
place, right?
For the sake of saying, not making you search town for him, if you head back to the Fallen Tower, you'll find him hanging out there waiting for you. We'll say he's basically been sleeping with the cart. And if you find him, he'll just be like, "Hey guys, where you been all day? I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, this
I slept with this dragon's body. It was kind of weird.
Yeah,
I didn't want anybody to steal it, Word's starting to get out around town.
Yeah, we got attacked on the way out of the lobster last night.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's no good.
nasty bandits. This scary looking lady with a hatchet told us to give us our stuff, our lives. I'm like, nah, we just killed dragon. You ain't nothing. And
Well-
she decided to beat us up, not using the axe.
Well,
Well,
Sire,
that's
We beat
weird.
her up. Yeah, we beat her
You
up.
beat her up? Oh,
instead.
that's good.
Yeah, she
I
ran
like that.
away.
Yeah, thieves, man.
Yeah.
Whole
Well,
roguish
hey.
archetype of people I just can't get along with.
Hello.
Hmm.
Welcome.
Aloha. You missed recap. Posted a couple things in the Discord. There's some names of some shops, and the party decided that they would like to maybe going to do some window shopping before they have tire sell off the items that they don't want from the Dragon's Corpse.
I mean,
Okay.
we can all. Why couldn't we get that out of the way first and get the money for it?
Okay.
And-
You can do that too. I was asking. It was a
Yeah.
question. It's not an
Yeah.
instruction. It's up
Oh
to you.
no, yeah. I'm just putting it out there. Like, we still want a window shop, or
Yeah.
go ahead and just get rid of the parts and put in the commissions for all the items that we want right now, and then go shopping.
Allison, welcome back. Give me a perception
you.
check.
Okay. I am
Are you
loading.
are you totally ready yet?
I'm loading roll 20 right now.
You fail the perception check.
Unless you want me to roll with real dice. No, it's loading right now.
You want to put your camera on it?
All right. Percepciones check. Let's go. 24.
You hear a muffled from your bag. Something's making a whistling noise.
From my bag?
Mm-hmm. Oh wait,
Uh,
no. Dang it! I forgot this. Godwald. You hear a whistling coming from Godwald's bag.
Okay.
Forgot you gave him the sending stone.
Ah.
My
Godwald.
bad.
Huh?
What is that incessant whistling? What's going on?
I should take this.
You
Hello?
hey. Hold on, let me bring up that thing too. I was too entertained by whistling. Goofball.
The mic was not picking up your whistling at all.
Not?
No.
It didn't, but I got what you were doing based on what your lips were doing.
In context clues.
No,
No.
nothing. Oh, that's
No.
crazy. Yeah, no.
Discord
I'm
usually-
watching it. I'm watching it, and nothing's.
Discord will cut it out if it's like a
Yeah.
high pitch thing.
It really does. Wow, it's nuts. Stargazers. I have stargazers. I have a word from the interrogation office. They're going to question the criminals you brought into the hall. Inspector Klaus wants to know if you want to be around for the interrogation or receive his report.
I look around at us, and I think as I one moment, please. And I put it down. I was like,
Holding.
they're questioning the thieves today. Do we want to be involved?
The thieves or the dragon cultists? I think we brought in the dragon cultists.
well,
Aye,
no, he
good
said
point.
He
Yeah.
said the
Criminals.
thieves.
You said the criminals.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Either way, I say we just get a report.
Yeah,
That
I-
or
I
what?
feel like
Do we know what time?
we've got too much to do today to be dealing with petty thieves that we'll probably run into again.
Yeah, I'm a little confused because like dragon cultists are criminals too.
That is true.
Okay, I think we're getting into the semantics just a little too much, but
Besides, I don't think we actually brought in any thieves alive. I think
no, we did.
the ones we killed, and then the rest ran away.
There was one that I used. I made sure to keep alive. I hit him with
Oh, I
non.
see.
Probably just tell them we want to report. Godwald.
I
You could always ask them which ones they're talking about too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please
which
find
group?
out.
We've been in more than one incident in the past few days. Which
I-
group was this?
This is a sending stone, so once it's out, you guys can hear this and speak to it and speak back. So it works
Speakerphone
collectively like
only.
speakerphone. Yeah,
Okay.
speakerphone only kind of thing. But they respond back. They're like, "Oh, this is involving the incident at the Temple of Bahamut, the Dragon's Temple. Where
Yeah, the cultist. Yeah.
Inspector Klaus will be interrogating this Drow Morer character today, and he's curious if you would like to be present for his investigation, or if you'd rather receive a report from him later."
Yeah, I'm down for being there for that.
What time?
Yeah. What time?
The inspector says that if you'd like to be present, he can wait for you through the rest of the day. In fact, he has a note here that making them sweat apparently somehow helps his business or helps his
Yeah.
process.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm
come
fine
by.
with being there. I'm fine with being there. Some of these things that we're buying today are going to take a little while to create, so we can at least place the orders and then go.
Yeah.
Let's. How about we visit this before lunchtime, just in case.
Before
What do
lunchtime?
you mean?
I thought we were doing.
So, how about shopping, Hall of Justice, then lunch, Temple?
I thought we were doing dragon parts and selling and commissioning, then
Yes.
shopping, then lunch, big lunch, and then Temple of Bahamut. That's what I had in my brain.
That
And then
I mean-
after after that,
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't let him sit in a cell and sweat. That might help us learn more information.
I think Oz has got a big lunch date because he's mentioned lunch at the temple a couple times.
So how about just an idea? We get lunch, then Hall of Justice, then Temple of Bahamut.
we could do that. We can transpose the temple and the Hall of Justice. Ah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow you guys around. If you need to go somewhere, I can point you the direction. That's gonna be pretty much my entire job for the next day.
Okay. So, dragon parts, commission items and sell things, shopping, lunch, Hall of Justice, Temple of Bahamut.
That all right with everyone?
Sure.
Hey, it sounds good to me. Am I tagging
Okay.
along, or what?
Sure, yeah, come along, dude. You helped
Alright,
out. We
sweet.
get all these prices
mean-
and stuff.
Wait, sorry, I just realized. So, like, do you want to tag along with me as I go from place to place selling this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
you would know where
Yeah.
to sell things.
All right.
I can try to help out, get a good price. I did a lot of negotiation for items trade for my my trial.
I already haggled them pretty good.
Okay,
You wanna? I mean, I would
maybe
be
I
a
can
little.
learn something from you then.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty persuasive.
yeah.
people-
I mean,
people
I'm
like
new to
me.
the city, and I don't know the ways of the city. So maybe you have some different ways of negotiating and getting good deals and stuff like that that I don't know about. That'd be great.
Yeah, I usually bribe people, but I mean, yeah, it works. So,
I just usually talk and act cute, and that usually works.
oh, that's cool. I don't think I'm as cute as you. Am I?
Oh,
Chance,
you,
what do you think?
Oh, babe, you're so cute. You're like the
Aw.
cutest.
especially when you have your little
Uh,
flying snake curling up around you, like
I was
that.
like, yeah,
It's like
and
nibbling,
Snakey
just
just
being
great.
cute. Yeah, yeah. Work with the snake. The snake will help you get better deals because of the cuteness.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
telling you now, the cuteness helps.
Yeah, but I already worked
There
out some discounts, so I mean,
Okay.
we can just run around from place
Alright.
to place and sell some stuff.
So,
Let's do that.
out of character, has everybody looked over the list?
Yeah, I saw the one that Oz posted.
I just reposted the one that Oz did for the dragon parts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm at a loss for what buy and what sell means in this.
buy is what
Oh, item. So buy an item from this.
Item
Got it.
from
Gotcha.
Yes,
Gotcha.
there's
yes.
buy the item or sell the parts.
Right. Yeah. So the only thing that I was really interested in is like a dagger for a memento for killing
You
the
will
dragon.
get that.
Yeah, so that's my take on it. I'm good with everything else on the list.
All right. Cool.
Everybody
All
else
right. So.
look it over and
all right.
agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
All right. So DM's question to the party. So do we just want to like kind of? We're using this little spreadsheet off as the list of where we go, right?
Yep.
And you guys cool with those prices and everything?
Well, I'm fine with it.
All right.
Then we'll just go with what's in the post with the ping, which is the same
yeah.
as that.
Yeah, he's like, it's kind of, all right, I think there's a lot of, things that we would need at the armory. So do you guys want to head to the heavy metal works first?
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
sounds
go.
good. Sounds good.
I got
Alright,
a few
cool.
armor pieces to sew.
Oh, awesome! Yeah. All right, follow me, and he leads you guys outside. Fallen Tower. Chance Laugry is not there this morning. Bars
Aw.
actually probably busier than it would be healthy for the patrons to be there. But it's not as packed as when you were there last night. Obviously, much busier in the evening. But he basically leads you to a nearby location where, essentially, like you guys came at the south gate, he went up to the north gate. There's a place to park your carts. That everything's locked up. He pays for to the carts stay there, checks everything out, and wanders you guys on over. As he's taking you to the heavy metal works, he tells you, yeah, this place is considered like one of the best amongst like 3 like well-known forges in the city of Neverwinter. Their forge master himself, their forge master is skilled enchanter and smith all in one, and then she like teaches the others. Some of the best smiths in Neverwinter work for the heavy metal works forge. So yeah, this is a great place. And as you guys go along, it is actually back in the Blue Lake District a bit. Not too far from the border of the two, though. It's kind of near that northern gate. As you go up, he approaches with the carts. The staff seem to recognize him from yesterday. They take along and they bring out Rita, and I cannot pronounce his last name, so we're gonna call her Rita Alabaster. Alabaster. I'm changing it right now. Yeah, she's a female dwarf. She has a magnificent beard. Short, stocky, taller than most dwarves that you met. Like, you guys know the dwarves from Wave Echo. She's actually taller than them. Copper hair, gray eyes. Her clothes are worn. She's clearly works in the forge. Does not like own and operate. She is there like with the hammer, pounding out armor. Several pouches and tools hanging from her. Yeah, this is the tool. And Rita, as she's walking up, you notice that she has a deformed leg. It's twisted and smaller, and she wears like a metal crutch that she's fashioned sort of around it to be the size of a regular leg. It doesn't seem to slow her down, though. And she comes out, she greets you. Oh god, my dwarf voices are terrible, so... Hi! Hey, laddie, how you doing today? I'm glad to see you back. Are you interested in having that armor made? I can't wait to get my hammer on those dragon scales.
Well, we're
just-
excited to see your craftsmanship. We've heard amazing things.
He introduces you guys, and she's, oh, it's hi, it's nice to meet you as well. Yeah, I'm excited to get this crafting on. I suppose you're bringing this for me to have our way with this dragon's corpse, so that we can take its scales and skin.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me?
This
I
is
guess-
a large purchase. Is there some note that we should sign, or will everything simply be handled?
Ah, yes, we can draw up a contract for sure.
Godwald,
a-
what's a contract?
Just a wee bit of writing.
You know how people promise things?
Yeah.
It proves that a promise was made in the city under the city's authority.
Why would you need that? Oh.
In most cases, between honorable people, it doesn't matter too much, but it will matter later if someone wants to know what happened to the dragon's corpse or the money or such and such.
Ah, yeah, we
Okay.
we can bring a notary over from the Miners Guild if you like. I did have a question. Tyra wasn't able to answer for me the other day. If you want this green dragon's scale mail, I myself am going to be working on it. But as a single enchanter, it might take me up to a month, 10 days. Or I could have several enchanters work simultaneously with me to reduce the time, but might cost us a little bit more, just a wee bit in labor.
How much?
Well, I believe Ty and I agreed on 10,500. If you'd like to hire 2 more laborers, simply another 1,000 apiece. It's a great deal. Really, I'm giving you such a huge discount in order to have the opportunity to work on this piece myself.
And each enchanter would reduce the time by what, a week each?
A 10-day?
If the 3 of us are working on it simultaneously, we could produce this armor in a 10-day.
Oh, nice.
It's a good deal.
I
And
just
we can afford it.
We can afford it?
We can.
Okay.
Are you guys sure? I feel bad.
You can make up for it by keeping me alive when we get into it again.
Oh yeah.
I'm down for it.
Tell
All
us, like,
fancy.
We love you, brother. brother.
how you feeling there, Taliesin?
Aw.
It is
I
like
just-
the coolest thing to make. I want to make it just because it's the coolest thing, not just because you're the coolest person here, which you are.
Thank you. I feel I'm just glad that I have such good friends.
Who knows? Maybe next time we kill a dragon, one of us will need something. But for now,
I don't need
for
any
now,
dragon scales. Oh wait. Oh.
yeah, for now, it's definitely best served making you as strong as you can possibly be.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Okay, yes, I believe we are willing to do this. I have 685 gold to my name. I could at least pitch in.
Oh, yeah, the
That-
cost is a wee bit more than that, isn't it?
No, yes, I'm saying that collectively we have enough, but I have 685 on my own person that I could throw in to help, with the cost.
Holy shit! You've been carrying that much gold around?
That is from the Dragon's Hoard.
Oh, that's right.
Because every time I've had money, I've just spent it on shit like rebuilding the tavern in Tribor.
We gotta go back there
All
and
right.
see if they're doing the doing plays still.
Well, all right. By the numbers in my head, if y'all have for the 12,500 gold and you have 650, then we still need 11,850 gold.
Well, hold on a second. Let me see who has who has all the platinum right now. I have it.
You do.
Okay. So Oz, you're going to be the accountant.
That's why you need to put it in your actual.
That's what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it out of my inventory. Go ahead and just put it on your character. Oz, you're going to be the accountant.
Well, why? I mean, if you're about to pay her that, right? Because that's 10,000.
Okay. Well, then we'll just give that to her then. I just don't want to have to deal with numbers. I've had a very long week.
I hear you.
Same.
If you hand her the 1,000 platinum coins, hi, you truly are adventurers. This must be the largest sack of platinum coins I've seen in quite some time. But if my mind does speak true, it's another 1,850 gold that we need.
I will.
19 platinum I could throw in. I don't have a lot of gold. I got 272. I can throw her 2.
How about, let's see.
How about we get that contract over
I can-
here?
I can throw in 650.
So we put in.
We already got that done.
So
Oh, you did?
Yep.
All right, so I'll remove that then.
I've
Because
got
it's
Wait, what?
12,500 because you're adding 2 more enchanters labor in. She's really, if you ask her, I actually want to teach them a few things. They're apprentices of mine, and I'm giving you their labor a bit cheap. So the 12,500 minus 650 from Taliesin is 11,850 minus 10,000 out of the platinum that you got for the Black Dragon's Egg. You're down to 1,850.
I've got 16 platinum and 179 gold I can toss in, but that's gonna break me.
You still have silver?
160 gold plus
how does
what?
it-
Plus 179.
So minus 160 gold, 60 platinum, minus 179 gold. All right, we still need about 1,500 gold.
Okay, out of character, if we do this, we can't really commission anybody else, can we?
I'll be honest, I did not budget for this, and I did the math wrong earlier.
Well, what if we are selling the stuff?
Well,
I don't.
Yeah, we're selling some of the stuff.
I know,
yeah.
but I don't
So-
think we're gonna have enough to commission everything. Like,
do we want to talk to her about, since we're doing a contract up half up front, half when it's made?
That's you can try.
Because
I
that'll
think
give
we-
us a chance to go around town and sell all the things we need to sell. So right now we're giving away money, but we're not making anything until we go sell all the dragon parts and all the stuff that I've got, or that I have in the bag of
That's
holding.
Yes, ma'am, can we put a deposit on this? Maybe not pay it all up front right now. We still have some other business to attend to and more funds to secure with all the loot that we've gotten from our adventuring. May we just put down a deposit
Got
at
one
this time?
dragon.
Hey, yeah, that sounds good. I mean, if you're going to let us take the body for a few hours this morning in order to strip it of its scales, and then we'll have those supplies and your money and the contract to come back. I don't see why we couldn't make it for half now and half upon your purchase.
Sounds great.
Okay, I found some alterations I can make to the budget.
Okay.
Of,
So
If
we're
so, the claws we're going to be made into weapons. If we can sell those at the agreed upon price here, this is the price that would make the weapons. Then that plus some out of pocket from me can cover it now.
I think this half now, half later is a good idea, and you guys seem to make a lot of money in a week's time, so
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
valid
throw
point.
that
We
out
have
there.
Yeah, in a 10-day, we might be way more flush with cash.
that's a simpler plan. Yes.
All right, so then we only need to do 6,250 gold today.
All right. So what have we given so far?
I gave 650, which
Well,
After our
you're
movement.
starting over. Everyone was
Okay.
talking about what they had to put in, and we haven't had to
So-
exchange hands yet, because we would do that when we write up the contract. So, I guess, Chris, in this instance, you already took the 10,000 out of yours.
Yeah.
Godwald, you want
I
to
go
put
to the bottom of my equipment and I
10,000?
put bag,
Just
bag.
put 1,000 platinum in your
Put 1,000
inventory.
platinum in my inventory,
Yeah.
and then
And then you had 10,000 or 650 Taliesin. Did you already remove it from your inventory?
I did. I just put it back.
650. Put it back. Did anyone else already put things out of their inventory? Thank
Nope.
goodness.
Nope.
Thank
okay,
goodness.
I will portion out, like the 625 platinum out of the bag into the other bag, and I'll put that bag on the contract.
So yeah, you gave her 625 platinum. That's the deal. So you guys have an open. She's like, "Hi, it's let's get this contract signed." And you see that in the time that she's had you coming, she was expecting Tyre, and you guys just had one of the hands of the shop run off to the Miners Guild, and he's running back ahead of him like, "Yeah, I've got the notary right here." Notary comes along, asks you to do the terms of the contract, which is essentially that you guys are, giving her the scales to have the armor made. She offers you a couple of the shop's buckets for some of the dragon's intestines and things. You'll be carting around for the rest of the day as they
Buckets.
they spend some time. They spend some
Butchering.
time, yeah, cutting up parts. They ask you about like what else you're doing with it, to try to be as careful as they can about other pieces. Yeah, and so someone needs to write down that you have a contract to buy green dragon scale mail armor from the Heavy Metal Works,
In 10 days.
or in 10 days. The current day is the 23rd of the Claw of Sunsets,
May I add?
so it'll be next month.
Could it be held for a time if we are held up in our adventuring in these lands?
The
It might
contract
take some
will
time to
hold.
come back. Yeah.
Oh, certainly. I'll put it on display before we do anything in particular with it. It'll be a tribute to the forge, and I can continue to use it to explain things to new apprentices.
What was the
Job upstairs.
shop called?
Heavy
Have you-
Metal Works.
Heavy Metal Works.
Okay. I also would like to reach into my pack and pull out the leather armor that I have, and just would this go for anything here? Not sure.
Oh, and I have some stuff too. Yeah, I can help you sell that.
This, you can try. I have no idea how it works.
You talk to some of the shops once our business is complete. But so, who's writing it down?
I've
Who's
written
writing
it
it?
down.
You got the contract down?
I also wrote it down.
I have
Okay.
a note at the bottom of the back of my sheet now that says buy dragon scale mail armor from Heavy Metal Works in Neverwinter in 10 days for 6250.
The notary stamps a copy of the contract for you and a copy of the for Rita, and you. So this is a physical object that you have. This is your proof to come back. So
Okay.
one of you has this, and it is for 6,250 gold that you need to bring back
In 10 days.
in 10 days. All right, cool. Yeah, she's like, she shakes your hand, says hey, it's good to meet you. I have to get back to running the forge. If you have any other smaller matters, please speak with the some of the attendants, and they'll be glad to do it. But I didn't. I wanted to make sure I kept all your names, and if your party has a name, so that I can inform folks about who brought us this treasure to be created.
We are the The illustrious band known as the Stargazers.
Yep, that's what we're going with. Took
Looks-
a while to figure that out, but yes.
Jerk extends his hand and says, "Jerk, pleasure to meet you."
Hi, pleasure to meet you, Jerk.
Chance
Allison.
waves.
Gents, such a handsome man. Your coat is fine. Seem to keep yourself well kept. And
I try
Elfman.
to.
Elfman, what's your name?
Danny. I'm just kidding.
It's a pleasure to
Um,
meet you, Danny. How about you, wee one?
For your
Allison.
soundtracks.
How about you, wee one? What's your name?
Oh, well, I'm looking like the halfling at the moment.
Thanks.
Boy.
Go with
Aw,
six.
Nixelflix.
Nixelflix, nice to meet you.
Sure.
Straight face.
And you dragon cleric. How you liking that armor? That came from your forge, you know.
It served me well.
That's good to hear. What's your name?
I am Godwald.
It's a pleasure, Godwald. And it's a pleasure to meet all of you. All right, I have to be up on my way. And she goes off to her business, and that is the last time we'll make you guys introduce yourselves to shopkeepers today.
Thanks.
Wait, you didn't like my Danny Elfman joke?
I did, and
I
she
did,
bought it and
actually.
moved along.
I know. I wrote down that I told her that my name was Danny, just because I feel like you're gonna be like,
I am going to
you're gonna
write
bring
it
it
down.
up.
I'm going to write
Yeah.
it down. And Netflix or whatever your name was,
Nixelflix. It's just
Nixelflix.
Too late,
Nixavix, but I
too late.
messed it up.
Too late, it's Netflix now.
Yep,
Miss,
it might be what she remembers. We'll
That's
see.
a halfling name.
All right. But if you guys have anything to sell, go ahead. Give me what you got, and the regular store shop hands will help you out with it and get you it. So, basically, if you have metal armor to sell here, leather might be in your
might be a
but,
different shop.
one of the other armories that you'll be heading to, the one that does the daggers, the arrow fletching and stuff.
Yeah, I have some.
You
a
could sell
splint
weapons here. You
mail.
could sell them at the next place too.
Is this primarily armor?
It's primarily an armor forge, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
so
and
hardly just-
she's an enchantress, so she, has this ability to forge magic into items, which is surprising for a dwarf. Some of you may know.
So, are they in need of any teeth for as enchantment items?
Nothing to be enchanted. There's.
Maybe one of the other stores.
Try
But
to-
your next shop is the one. Your next stop is where you would sell your leather armor, a lot of your daggers, arrows, bows, stuff like that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
I have the splint mail from Langdedrosa. I'd like to get appraised and sold.
All right, give me a second.
Quick, I talked to the party like, hey, maybe we should sell things before we buy things. Just
They'll give you
Yeah.
a
throwing
100.
it out there.
They'll give you 150 gold for it.
Without even looking about how much that's worth, that sounds pretty good.
You could buy a new set for like 200. They have new sets for 200.
It's a
But
good deal.
they look at that and they think they could
Okay.
clean it up and maybe
Yeah,
resell it.
Yeah, without even having to do any rolls, it's still pretty good. I will do that.
You
Let's
guys
see.
they're giving you good price because you guys just gave them
A lot.
a pretty cool, a pretty cool task that they want to do. Like they are interested
They're
in
gonna
being
tell
the
stories about
forge.
this armor.
They want to be the forge who makes this. They don't want the other forges to get it. So
I have a chain shirt that I bought the Lion Shield Coster a while back, and I'm now just carrying around.
okay. Chain shirts. That's like different from chain mail, right?
It's a medium.
Slightly different. Chain mail's heavy. Chain shirts. They'll give you 25 gold for it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Want
Mark,
me to try to?
take those.
No, this isn't. I don't think this part's worth haggling about.
If you wore it, it's got some wear and tear. They're gonna have to do repairs and to get it back on the.
Yeah,
back
that's
on the
been in at
shelf.
least 2 fights. That's fair.
Right. Okay, yeah, mark those off and add that gold to your inventory.
Hmm.
All right. All right, if you guys are done there, Tyre's like, all right, good deal. See, I told you, I'm a heck of a salesman. People love me.
You
Yeah,
told us,
you
but
know some good
seeing it
people.
is another thing. You know that.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is, right? Like, I totally heard about this dragon we were gonna fight, and I never thought we would fight it and kill it. I never thought I'd be on the front lines.
That is true. You did not think
Sorry.
you would be on the front lines.
I am
Hey, yeah.
so glad you were able to stay alive.
I
Glad I turned you into a giant ape.
let's
Yeah, it was perfect. It worked out really well,
Yeah.
especially for me.
Yeah, next time you want to turn into a giant ape, just let me know. I got your back.
Yeah, I will. I will actually ask you and not be, turned into it next time. That'll be cool.
that seems yeah, that's a fair ask.
Yep. Agreed.
I thought it was a good idea at the time, but yeah, you're right.
Oh no, it turned out to be. But yeah, next time I'll ask.
Good.
All right, yeah, here guys. I'll take you guys over. There's another armory. The Fox's Armory and Griffin Armaments are like kind of sister shops, so we can head over there next. And he brings you over to those shops. Less important characters, so I don't have specific like people and things made for them. But if you want me to, I'll absolutely randomly roll up a character and do a dumb voice for you.
We're not commissioning a whole suit of armor here, like we
Right.
were there. That's fine if the importance is lessened.
Yeah. So, as you guys, head over. Like I said, he said, they are like sister shops. So they're basically like two buildings that are right next to each other, and there's a door between them that they'll literally like walk out and in of the other in order to talk to the people
Is
next
this the
door.
Fox and the Griffin?
The Fox's Armory and Griffin Armaments. They're kind of just sort of they kind of run a little bit in competition to the Heavy Metalworks. But as you guys go there, they will buy the dragon's claws for 800 gold, and if you want to commission them to be made into daggers, they will.
It's 400
will-
gold per dagger, so we would need 800 gold for 2 daggers.
I actually know.
Hmm?
In accordance with Article 1, it says I have it marked here as 105 gold to make a dagger or 400 gold to give to sell a claw. In the budget, I have us making 2 and selling 2.
I love that you have a budget.
Jared, fact check. Because I read it as 400 per claw dagger.
per claw sold. And if you take
So
down
the
page 1,
last-
it's 105 per dagger made.
For sale, you can sell the dragon's claws for 400 gold each for large claw. And if you want to have them made into daggers or spearheads, they're 105 gold each for
105.
labor and materials.
Dragonclaw weapons, daggers, or spearhead, 105 gold piece each for labor and other materials by experienced smith.
Which they are.
I have this
Yep.
written down as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Saves me so much money. Then yes, can we commission 2? One for me, one for Jerk.
Yeah.
Do either of you have a preference which claw we use?
Uh,
The Dew Claw.
There's the front left, front right, back left, and back right. We had them all in this bucket.
bucket
If you
o'
want
claw.
to choose, I have it budgeted that Jerk and Chance each get to pick a claw.
I guess I really have no preference. They don't really. I'm not emotionally attached to any of them.
will become emotionally attached to one of them. Here,
Well,
look
I
at the
would.
bucket.
Front left.
Which one speaks to you?
I'll take back
Front left.
left.
That settles that.
So Chance gets front left, and what did Jerk get?
Back left.
The
Back
dew claw.
left.
Back left. Okay. All right. Yeah, and yeah. So while you guys are there, so what you can do is, oh, come on, start typing. Oh,
And we're paying out of our money for this, right? Personal.
yeah.
The other clause should basically cover it for this shop.
Yeah, so I think it's a wash for the shop. We
One claw would cover it.
It will, yes.
So
I
yeah,
would
just
also-
take that out of the budget, so I don't have to mess with.
All right. So you
I'll keep track of
sell.
everything.
So you sell. So you sell 2 of the claws, and you buy 2 dragon
many
claw
more?
daggers.
And can we get the 2
And 4.
dragon bone short bows here also?
This would also be where that is done to be created. So
That's what I was going to ask. Is there a way to make a longbow, or are they only short bows?
That's a good question to ask
Oh,
this
wait.
artisan here.
Yeah, I do need a short bow too, don't I?
You're getting a shark bow.
That's amazing. How did you
I was
know?
gonna sell a short bow, so.
I'm
they
willing
have
to pay extra for it.
They essentially, like, the size of this dragon and what they have to do with the bones in order to make them. I think they were short bows. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I just figured I'd ask. I would like a dragon bow and short bow.
So there's the possibility of making 2 because they are the hind legs.
Okay.
The longest bones in the hind legs can make.
I
short
have
bows.
it in the budget that
It's 105
Godwald and
gold.
Taliesin get bows. And it's already covered by the other materials.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I'll do a quick calculation right now of
Still have 590 from selling the claws.
we had 800 from selling claws, and then claws and bones 420. So you've got 380 left out of that sale.
then also get the Fletcher's kit here.
Yes. May I?
Yeah. Fletcher's kit. I think Fletcher's kit.
Down in the weird adventuring gear as 10 gold.
10. I was gonna say I think it's 10, but I wasn't sure. Thank you.
And
So you
that's
can get
also in the budget
10
here.
10 out of that, so you have 370 left at the shop. They start mentioning, like, hey, yeah, we've got a series of things that benefit the
Crafty adventurer.
the dexterous adventurer here in our shop. There are some things that would have benefited the heavier, maybe some of the heavier persons. Maybe Godwald could have used something at the other shop. But they started talking about it. They're like, we have a collection of special arrows that we can absolutely be selling, from adamantine arrows to arrows of balance, arrows of fairy fire, arrows of fire.
Tell me more about arrows of fairy fire.
Well, you see, this magical arrow, though it may look unremarkable, as he shows you it, the exception of this single red feather in its fletching, this arrow will burst into flame after being shot, causing the attacks to deal extra 1d6 fire damage on hit. And oh no, wait, that's the arrow of fire. This violet-colored arrow has little pink stars running down the shaft. Target creature or object hit by an attack using this arrow takes damage as normal and has the effects of fairy fire applied to them. Creatures within 5 feet of the target must make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. On a failure, they are also affected by the spell.
Glitter bombs. And fairy fire
So,
is an
did
awesome
you-
spell.
Did you say 5 foot cube?
Creatures within 5 feet of the target.
That's 15-foot cube. That's better than I thought it would be. That sounds pretty cool. How much?
Just for the low price of 250 gold an arrow.
And they work once.
Yes.
You know what? That's honestly fair from how they make it. But okay, who would use this? Like,
Anybody with a bow.
Chance.
Chance. Chance is gonna have a better chance to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
He's making finger guns at
Let
himself.
me turn the light on. Sorry, it got dark outside.
okay, this is a very cool effect. The DC
I can already
is,
cast Fairy Fire as well, so it would be good if Chance had it because that's 2 people who can do Fairy Fire.
I have a lesser similar effect in Guiding Bolt, which only applies to one person and one attack. This seems like a cool thing. I would ask that you put some money in towards it at this point.
I was gonna actually sell a regular longbow and a regular short bow. And then I
Actually,
could throw money in.
If you're just getting rid of a short bow, can I have it?
Yeah, you could totally have
That
my
saves
extra
that.
short bow.
If you guys are interested in arrows, we have one of the most skilled Fletchers here who works with an enchanter over in a magic shop over in the Tower District. They create all kinds of fanciful arrows for us, such as this. And he brings out a case, and it's got a case. And he clicks it open, and it's like, such as this arrow of banishment. And he shares it out. It's this magic weapon is meant to remove a target from the battlefield by sending them to another plane of existence. And it is just like, it's kind of looks like it's made of platinum, and there are engraved runes all along the shaft, and it seems like a single solid piece.
That's
Uh,
spooky.
Question.
That's handy.
Is it a one-time use thing?
Yes.
Alright, so if I accidentally stab my paw, I'm stuck on this other plane.
A lot of these enchantments
Well-
have to be used with intent.
Only for a minute. Unless you're from another plane of existence. Which I mean, I guess I haven't seen many cat people.
I am not from a different plane of existence. Okay, hands are up. I think this may be too dangerous for me. What do you guys think?
You don't.
If-
do
if
you
you're looking-
regularly accidentally stab yourself with your own arrows?
You know, it is pretty expensive too. Maybe I could interest you in this arrow of returning. It returns on a command word.
That's kind of dope.
That
How
is pretty dope.
fragile is it?
It's quite sturdy.
How expensive is it?
Okay, I'm picturing
Sorry.
like shoot arrow over tree branch, return arrow. Arrow is now tied around tree branch.
Yep.
Repeat as
what-
needed.
When you fire this arrow off, anytime you speak the command word, it reappears back in your hand.
Oh,
Instantly.
I
I
was
could keep,
thinking.
if I could keep telling you about things, we could do this all day.
Well, how much? Wait, fun. What is the command word? Can you
I think
set
you
it?
come up with
I
it.
think yeah, you're not gonna
Can
tell
I mean,
I was
I
thinking
was
of like.
I was going to ask you, sell you if you bought it that you could set it, but since you're asking,
I was thinking of like what's the dude's name in Guardians of
Dapper.
the Galaxy who's got like the little
command word is dapper.
the arrow thingy.
Yeah, I know who
whistle
you
arrow?
talking
Whistles
about.
for?
Can't
Oh,
remember his name right now.
But it's Vandu.
Yondu.
Vandu. Yondu.
Yandu.
Yeah,
Yondu.
Yandu.
Yondu.
that's what I'm thinking of the returning arrow. Just like shoot it off and then you like whistle and it comes back.
Well, there's that and there's that.
Hit stuff.
Hey,
That's
again,
a
but-
combo
In
shot.
fact, we had a druid come through here the other day who had found these, and
I'm a druid.
He comes along, and he's like, "Well, that's fascinating.
You're not
this,
every
this-
druid in the city.
this gentleman was as well. So perhaps you'd be familiar with these arrowhead worms." And he kind of takes you over to a bin, and they are actually like living night crawlers with razor sharp snouts. He's
Yep.
like, what you
That's a
do
nightmare.
what you do is you like once they're deprived of food, they stiffen into the length and create perfect arrows. And in fact, I've starved one here, and he shows you it, and it actually is like the exact same shape as an arrow. They go into this hibernative state. Now, when they're plunged into the flesh and they get a little bit of food, and you see he like pricks his finger on it and it goes, and starts to come to life. He's like, they begin to feed. And it continuously deal damage to your enemies. And he
Ah.
drops the starved one into the dirt bin with the rest of them.
Ah, yes, graboids.
Arrowhead worms.
That
That
Those
sounds-
sound
I've read a book
absolutely
about this. Tremors
horrifying.
was the book, I believe.
do you have a permit for these?
We create, buy, and sell a variety of things. You just seem to be so interested in arrows and archery that I wanted to share with you. I'm actually a bit of an archer myself.
How much are the arrows that
Our
send things to a different plane of existence?
like the
Ah,
arrow in the case.
Yeah, a man of fine taste and obvious wealth. Well, It's-
Yes, clearly.
Only an eccentric could wear that hat.
right. You see, this arrow does run a little bit on the high end, but if you are the kind of adventurers I take you for, it shouldn't surprise you to see something like this go for 2,500 gold.
I
Interesting.
And
an
how
object
much?
like that honestly sounds fair, and honestly also sounds like something we would not go for at this time.
How much is the
Ah,
arrow
that's a
of
shame.
returning?
The arrow of returning.
Sounds like you can do some fun shenanigans with that.
Well, you could
Yeah.
send a note, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good thought. The arrow of returning is only 350 gold. It's a steal. It's a steal.
And how much would it be if I sold you this extra longbow I have?
I suppose we'd have to take a look at it.
345.
What is the
I don't know.
longbow?
Normally,
Just,
normally
just
50.
a regular longbow.
Yep, just $50, 50 gold.
Is this the one you started with?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sell this longbow to this guy.
You want?
I mean, this is your longbow, right? Like, it must have been with you for a while. Sell it to him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I got a better longbow.
Or do you want somebody to? Okay. Do you want somebody to help you sell it?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Tell me the story of your longbow.
You pick Ixavix up and put him on the counter.
Exodix.
Just
And
kidding.
I
You guys said
hand
that last
Ixavix.
session. I had a laugh about it.
I pull out my longbow and I hold it next to Ixavix, like Ixavix. Talk about this amazing longbow. Pats
This
his shoulder.
longbow- You see this wonderful cat person before you. This longbow was in the crib that he was first laying in. He grew up with this longbow. This longbow belonged to his father and his father's father before him, and you could see all the claw marks and the scratches in them from where they gripped it.
Is your longbow scratched or is it well kept?
I
I don't know.
What sells the story?
I start
All
looking
right.
at I start glaring into the back of Ixix's head. At
Ixavix,
least where
roll
his
me
head looks like it is.
Ixavix, roll me a persuasion check.
All right.
It's like,
We'll
is there-
just
I'm-
we'll do it.
glaring at
I was hoping to pull some role play out of chance about like this is my
Like,
you know
really?
this was my father's bow. I kept it with me all these years. It's so
The
it's
same story Ixavix
right,
was
blah
telling.
blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So go ahead.
All right. There we go.
You can do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, 21.
This guy is wowed by the story of the history of it, the class of archer that Chance is, that Chance used this bow to help take down a dragon and all the story, and he thinks like knowing that story he can turn around and sell it, he'll give you 50 gold for that longbow.
Nice.
Full price, yeah.
I'll give you full price because thinks he can use the story to sell it for more. Checks
This
it out and
longbow killed
checks
a
it out,
dragon.
and considering it is from a skilled archer who can do their own fletching and of their arrows and keep as quite a considerable upkeep. Plus, there are like scratches, but they're polished into the wood now. There's a veneer that they're really more decorative than anything else. Gives it a flex. But so yeah. So instead of the arrow of returning being 350, it would be 300.
I have
Oz,
some.
are you keeping a spreadsheet of how much money you guys have at the shop?
I at the start of this negotiation, I told Chance that this was a separate purchase.
Okay.
This would be
From
something.
what
that
I
Chance would-
know, yeah, you guys sold 800 gold. Then you were down to you bought 410 to have those in. They tell you that they can have those daggers made in a few days.
Okay.
Fair.
So who's gonna mark down that in 2 days you can come back for your dragon claw daggers and your dragon short bones?
I'll put that on the list.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe one person because we may have to stagger when we're in town and out of town for different things.
Retrieve daggers and bows.
And then the
from...
flesh kit was 10. So that what was that's 420, 430, 800 minus 430,
370.
370, 300. So you guys can buy this error of returning and doing it. And then Jerk, Taliesin, since you guys just aren't talking much, I'll say you're looking around the shop. You see there's bracers, cloaks, gloves. There seems to be a couple daggers, some interesting bracers that seem to have claws on them, more gloves, a whip with the head of a viper on it, and some very look like a fragile stone, but they're daggers sitting around.
I would like to ask. Oh, go ahead.
I would like to ask about the bracers with claws.
Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. Are you buying this arrow of returning, or are you guys sitting on this 370 gold?
Come out of my money, so
Oh, you bought it for 300?
yeah, I'm gonna buy it because Godwad said it's coming out of my budget, not the
Okay.
group's.
Okay, so Chance, you've purchased yourself an arrow of returning. I've already added that item to the collection, so you should be able to just go to equipments, type arrow, add the arrow of returning to your inventory.
And then I do have some things I would like to negotiate prices on as well.
Yerk had interest in these furry braces with claws. Did I hear something from Taliesin?
So, I have a couple things. One, good sir, I have this quarterstaff that I would like for you to take off my hands. Could you offer me anything for this?
It's a regular quarterstaff.
It's just
Piece
a
of
regular.
wood.
I've had this since the beginning of my adventure, but I don't expect much of it.
I mean, looks a bit used. I suppose I could
Smacked a
Give
few
you-
goblins with it.
I suppose I can give you 7 copper for it. Maybe maybe a silver, since we're all doing so much business together.
Let's call it a silver. That's I would say that's fair.
Yeah. It seems like it's still intact, strong. That's a good
Yeah,
give.
no, you could still whack a few people with it. Now, do you yourself make cloaks?
I do. We do have a one of in the other shop. Yeah, there is a cloak. There's a cloak that they've got.
I see that you have cloaks, but do you make them here?
In this armory, yeah. I mean, yeah, they do have like. They pick them up more though. Like the same's on, but there are some. But there could be somebody that do like leather work. Leather work is here at this armor. So
Right.
this shop, this shop would make cloaks. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
yes,
you're fine.
we do. Over at
So-
the whatever the other shop's name was.
I'm
Yes,
looking.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking
here,
for.
here at the Fox's Armory.
I'm looking for. Well, actually, if you guys do leather work, I'd also like to sell this leather armor. It's for a dwarf. Though there are many dwarves around here. I'm sure you could sell it.
Sure, leather armor. What am I looking at?
It's just regular leather. I literally picked it up
It's
in
under that.
fucking. I've had this leather armor for so
Gives-
long.
Gives it a look over. He's like, "I'll give you 5 gold for it."
All right, cool. Let's go for it. 5 gold.
It's a little
pulling.
repair, but otherwise, all right.
Yeah, pulling the Paragon Owl Bear pelt out of my pack.
Mm,
I have this pelt here from
I
the
didn't-
Paragon Owl Bear.
Mhm.
What's up?
You
Got
mentioned
Walt?
this. I didn't budget for it. This is all you.
This is for me.
Oh,
Um,
so is the
I'm looking
dragon
to
armor.
have a cloak made out of this, as well as, if it's possible, if there is an enchanter within your midst that could possibly enchant it. If not, I can take it once it is finished to an enchanter. But I have a plan for this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we like most of the items that we get that are enchanted are come along. We recently lost a staff member to the heavy metal works. But I could turn this pelt into a cloak for you for 80 gold. Come back and you just want a hood that goes hood over the head on the head, and then the rest drape behind you to cover your body.
Yes, that's perfect. Something that could keep me warm. But
You're
so
just-
how much
If
was
you're
80
interested in
gold?
cloaks, we do have a few here. I can see you are of elven descent, sir, and I have a cloak of elven kind.
I am interested in a cloak of elven kind. How much would that be?
For this item itself, it would be a mere 500 gold. When you wear this cloak with its hood up, checks to see you have disadvantage,
Um,
and then you have advantage on checks to stealth.
Or is it 2 in it? I believe.
I also have this Autumn's cloak, and you see like next to it, it's a cloak that seems to be made of leaves. Seems to be right up your alley, as you mentioned you're a druid. This gives you a +1 AC when you're in woodland areas.
Woodland areas.
And it actually has a small bit of magic to it as well. Once per day on the command, you can cause the leaves on this cloak to swirl around you, obscuring you as per the blur spell for 1 minute.
So I just rolled a mood check, and Jerk's a little irritated. He's gonna bonk Taliesin on the arm and with his elbow, and just say, "Dude, in 10 days you're gonna have the sweetest armor any of us have ever seen. Why are you gonna cover it up with some shit you're like trinket shit that you're gonna buy here?"
Allison will whisper back, "You're
He's like-
assuming I'm."
Like, we put so much money into your armor. He's so upset.
Well, no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any offense, but we just
So
killed a
Taliesin
dragon,
will
and we're
whisper
making
back-
armor out of the dragon.
Right. And Taliesin
I-
will whisper back, "You're assuming that I'm making this for me."
so table talk.
Ooh.
Blur is a very strong effect if you also have a high AC. Normally it goes well with like shield. It also goes well with heavy armor.
He's gonna get some pretty decent armor soon.
+1
guess.
AC when you're in the woodland areas.
It's like
Lots of
Blur
trees out
is attacks against you have
Lots of-
disadvantage,
So lots
Which-
of forest around.
Now, can you
which
can you
gets
wear a
better the
cloak
higher your
over?
actual AC is.
Can you wear a cloak over armor and get all those advantages?
A
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
item is considered
You can
separate
wear-
from your armor set.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
wear a cloak over armor. Yeah.
You get
Ooh.
one back item.
How much is that?
Just like you wear leather armor and you wear a cloak over it.
Yeah.
It's like I wear medium armor and a cloak. Exivix will be wearing hopefully a cloak once we reach after the enchantment time.
While he's debating about his cloak purchases and whether
My
he wants
question
to,
is,
to
I
go for
would
the
like-
80, I'd like to speak to this red gentleman here real fast. You seemed really interested in these feral bracers. Sorry, I'm just gonna go. These, known as our feral bracers, while wearing them, you gain 2 claw attacks, dealing 1d4 slashing damage to each claw attack to your melee attacks. And here's the incredible part: when you are below half your hit points maximum, rounded down, you gain +1 to all your attack rolls. Your blood just boils and that like animalistic side comes out of you.
+1 to hit when you are losing fights.
So I guess my question is, I also have some things that I would like to offer you. But what are you asking for those bracers?
Oh well, these will only cost a mere 400 gold.
That's a lot of gold. But
It's a very useful item.
Life and death.
how do we want to do this bartering? Because I have a lot of crap.
You have stuff that's a different barter from the previous barter that you would bring up here at this.
Not that
Utility armor
giant
place.
list of gems and jewels.
Well, no, not the giant list of gems and jewels, because we're going to be going to a jeweler for
Yeah.
Okay.
Other
chance,
stuff
right?
you've been looting off bodies for several months.
yeah, like basically just all the weapons I'm holding on to for no reason, because I was going to give them to people.
You have a bag of holding
This
full
would
of
be
random weapons.
this would be a good place to sell random weapons. Yes.
So I do have
A notarized list.
a notarized list.
I love it. Give it to me quick while Taliesin debates
And don't
80
well-
gold for having the cloak made,
And
or
I-
either of these 2 cloaks that he's
Well,
just
the-
said no, don't have that made. Buy one of these 2.
the very
No,
first
I
thing I
would-
want to do is tell this guy, the shop, the guy who's
Oh,
helping
no.
us in the shop. Like, I am sorry about my my earlier comment. I was just very excited about getting armor made from the dragon we just murdered.
Oh, you guys are the group that killed that dragon? Word's been going around. In fact, gentleman came to us. I mean, wait, we know this already. Never mind. I just,
yeah, half the city knows.
yeah, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. We already know entirely. Yeah, it's great. I told them. They know.
Yay,
That's
thanks,
why we
man.
arranged
It's like-
this deal for daggers and short bows.
It's like this guy. He's like, yep.
Yeah,
him.
these are more crafted items, really.
Yeah.
Like when they're taking like, they've now taken what you're dragging this cart of dragon part corpse around town.
We have barrels.
They're taking the legs. It's now that they're scaleless for the most part, they're stripping the
Oh.
meat off it, getting the bones out. They're starting to work on this stuff while you guys are debating about what to buy
like-
out of the
Okay,
shop.
so
How are we doing?
so,
is
yeah.
Phelan with us pulling the cart?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
No, he's at the temple.
all right, so we've
No,
got my list here.
Tires got a horse pulling cart.
Okay, I was
it.
wondering.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I have just a regular old dagger. I have a fine dagger. I have a longbow that I didn't know I had. I have a
You just picked up that longbow off a body because you're like, I want a longbow instead of this heavy crossbow.
yeah, and then
So
the
you-
short bow's actually doing. I think it does better for me.
Yep, probably.
I have
Yeah, I mean,
an
this
ornate-
dagger, this regular dagger, I'll give you 7 silver for it.
fair.
Cool. Mark off, add 7 silver.
Okay, so regular dagger, gone.
Yep. Great. Good deal.
I have
This
a
ornate thing,
fine dagger.
I'll give you. Which one? Fine dagger. Is there any description on it? What it's from or something?
Golden filigree is inlaid into the handle of this dagger. Detailed etching is along the blade. It is worth 30 gold.
30. All right, I'm looking at this. I'll give you 20 gold for it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's a fine piece. You guys get a lot of this from adventuring, dungeon delving.
Dungeon delving, monster murdering, you know how it goes.
There's a lot of the clientele.
Next on the list is a short bow. Or a longbow.
Regular
I
old
just gave you the
short
short bow.
Longbow. Keep it the short one. Market value is 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, looks like it's got some wear and tear. I'll give you 25 gold for it.
I'll take it.
Great. Yeah, this is good. Things going
Uh,
well.
Next,
I like you guys.
next we have an ornate dagger.
I'll give you 15 gold for it.
I actually want to roll for this one because it's 40, so that's less than half.
Does this one
Okay.
have a description
Roll-
as well?
roll-
It does.
persuasion.
This is it's covered in goblin runes. So
That's a little weird.
yeah, right?
do it.
Super
It
weird.
was a little weird.
Persuasion.
Actually, now it makes more sense that he offered 15 gold for it. He's like, what the fuck is this?
19 persuasion.
But you tell a pretty good story, so he'll give you 30 for it.
Deal.
Because he's got to resell it.
And the story is half the allure, brother. You know it. You know.
I
it.
know. It's gonna make it. Thanks for telling me that tale. Mark your ornate dagger off. Add 30 gold.
I have short sword. I don't have a sword.
Regular, regular old short sword. Looks like I can give you. I'll give you 5 gold for it.
Perfect.
Mark it off. Add 5 gold. I'm sorry, sir. I have this customer waiting on the other end. Sir, did you decide between the cloaks?
I have decided that I would just like you to make a cloak out of this owlbear pelt.
That's great. I think with the seamstress and leather workers we have on staff, we can get this tanned and dried or whatever is necessary for 80 gold in 2 days.
Sounds good. I will be back in 2 days.
Shame, I'm telling you this. I know it looks like it's just made out of leaves, but it's incredible.
I appreciate it,
This
but
is fine. This fine elven silk. It's really amazing.
I have an idea for this.
A mere 500 gold for people having disadvantage on perceiving you and advantage on stealth checks for yourself. Color can even shift. Here, watch. And he wraps it around himself, backs up against the wall, and the color matches the wall.
It's really good when you stand still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to be hidden. It's great to be hidden.
See, I'm okay. I appreciate it, but I have plans for what I'm trying to do.
That's
Thank you.
fantastic. Hey, sir, I see you've been looking around the shop for a little while, and we have a step ladder if you need to see over any of the counters or anything. I know.
Is it a
It's just
magical
here.
step ladder?
No, it's just a regular step ladder, so that you
Okay,
can
well, I
see some of
mean,
the items. But I don't know if there's anything I can offer you, interest you in here. And he kind of points around the room. Like I said, there's daggers that seem to be made of an obsidian stone. There's a whip that seems to have a snake's head on it. There's a set of gloves that look like blue and gold, or giving off a bit of a glow.
Okay, let's talk about these
so-
gloves.
Oh, these gloves!
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are the thermo gloves.
Thermo gloves.
You'll love this. While wearing
Nicholas.
While wearing these, you may choose to either add 2 cold damage or 2 fire damage to your unarmed attacks. So if somebody gets too close to you, you can add a bit of damage to slapping them around. With this red glove, as a tucked action, you can ignite flammable material. You look like a guy who might like fire. With this,
Yeah, I'm good on
Yeah.
starting flames like that. That's okay.
oh man! But with this blue glove as a touch action, you can freeze things up to a 10-foot cube of water, provided that there's no creatures inside.
Kind of neat. How much for the pair?
Oh, just for this pair of gloves, it's just a mere 400 gold.
400. Okay.
Twice a day, you can use a spell magic called Steam Cloud. You clap the two gloves together, the hot and the cold, and they release a 20-foot sphere of steam around you, centered on you. All the creatures within 5 feet of you suffer fire damage, 2 fire damage, and have to roll a strength save, DC 15, or be knocked prone.
Knocked prone,
It also,
ooh.
the steam cloud also heavily obscures the area that you're in for 10 minutes. It basically kind of gives a moderate wind, or I think a strong or a moderate wind can disperse the cloud. That's what I meant to say.
It's like a nasty fog cloud that does some extra stuff.
Actually, kind of sweet.
Yeah, does that require attunement?
They do not, but I could tell you that there was an alchemist who came along here the other day, is kind of talking about they might be back later today to purchase these for using in some of their experiments.
Oh dear.
I guess sometimes their things often rely on minute adjustments of temperature, so they're pretty handy for alchemists. So
Hate to
buy
deprive them of
I'd buy him. Buy him today before he comes back.
Very tempting, especially for that steam cloud thing and not needing to attune them. Wow. I don't really do unarmed attacks, so that's like a non thing for me.
Oh yeah, I
more
mean,
of
you
a-
just kind of had the build of someone who might have been in the monastic arts, a monk. I just thought
no,
maybe.
not at all. No. I'm
Really?
A
You seem
sorcerer. I'm a
so-
sorcerer, my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's incredible. I never would have guessed. I would have just seemed so buff, strong.
I
Yeah.
guess I didn't.
You silver-tongued devil.
Yeah, I mean, but again, yeah, there's more stuff around the shop, but
Um,
how are you
Yeah,
guys feeling about this?
So I do want to try selling Sildar's heavy crossbow, but man, do I got a story to tell with this one.
Yes, it.
All right. He looks at it and he's like, "Oh, looks like it's Lords Alliance-ish standard issue, but it's
Are you familiar? How
pretty
familiar
old.
are
Like
you
this
with
one's
the,
been around for a while and it's been pretty well kept. I think I'd give you 30, 35 gold for this."
Well,
Going
how
into a Pawn
familiar are
Scars
you
episode.
with the history of the
We
Lord
are.
Alliance and their heroes, their higher ups?
There's a number of them who live here in Neverwinter.
Well, this was given to me by the great Sildar of the Lord's Alliance. I fought alongside him in Phandalin, and this was a parting gift when we left.
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, I think I heard of that guy. Wasn't he a Griffin rider?
I'm gonna glance over it.
Yes.
He
at
was. He
Godwall.
was.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
God was like, "Why are you selling this? It was a
I
gift."
I don't want to sell it, but I really want those gloves, and I don't have the money for them.
You want those feral bracers or
Yeah.
the glove or the
Oh,
hot
well,
and cold gloves?
do the feral bracers require attunement?
No, they do not.
What does it
But
do
you
again?
probably would not be able to wear them with your gloves.
That's right. Okay, well,
Because they are
Hand
they are
item.
bracers that have claws on them.
then we will retract our gift. It's going to stay with me.
Let's just not do that.
Oh, all right,
How
yeah.
much were the feral bracers?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, man. I
400.
thinking about it. This means a lot more to me than
You guys have other shops to go to today.
Yep,
Don't,
yep.
Yeah.
don't spend all your money in one place.
Yeah. even
I-
though the guys
as a-
pressure me
As a
to.
shopkeeper, Tyre,
Yeah.
hey guys, we got a lot of shops to hit up today. Let's not spend all our money in one place. I mean, I
I
know
can
some of
already
those
throw claws.
arrows are pretty fancy looking. I mean those worm arrows look like fun.
That's a little weird.
Gruesome.
The worm's
I need
arrows
to-
look like nope. Let's go.
I need to sell the glaive
Excuse
from
me.
Langdedrosa.
The glaive. So the
Yeah.
halfling reaches into the bag of holding and pulls out a sword that's bigger than the halfling.
Yeah.
Yep, just let me lay it
It
out
would be.
as I bring it out a bit by bit.
Oh god, it's even like a non-standard item. So I'm gonna call it the same as
Great sword. Super
Yeah.
great sword.
It's in the player's handbook.
It is somewhere, but
Glaive?
it's not under
Oh,
the
yeah.
like standard weapons items. That's kind of odd to me.
Oh, it is
I'm
in
on-
the
I'm on
Marshall
that
table
page.
here.
Glaive is a
Oh.
pole arm,
Am
yeah.
I in a different one?
Yeah.
Well, what's it on in there? Because it's not on the page I'm looking at.
Glaive, 20.
I'll give you
Okay,
10
so-
gold for it.
Well, this was from a fearsome foe. You know, the dragon we slew. He was one of the head lieutenants of the whole dragon cult, and he was poised to slay one of my brethren upon a sacrificial altar. But we all rose together and slew this mighty fiend.
All right, Pawn
And-
Stargazers, give me a persuasion check.
Yeah,
On
that's-
Stargazers.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing like this is like this is a pretty foreign concept to Godwald. Really, this whole
Not
like
that
you
big.
keep doing
Not
this.
that big.
I've literally
Uh,
just learned about money like a week ago.
Yeah, and you're learning
No,
now that
you've been in Neverwinter. That's where you met the party in the
Like,
first
wait,
place.
wait,
It's your
that
first
was-
time.
yeah.
That was your first time going and be like, I'm coming into the city, and they're like, "Do you want to leave the city?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Bear,
Yeah.
how long is your
Yes.
hair? Is that all
Mine?
your hair? Yes,
Yeah,
that's a lot of hair.
it's very long.
All right, what did I
Not
say?
all
How
of
much?
his.
How much did I say I would give it to you before you rolled?
I
Wait,
forgot.
it was half of what was the glaive marked as?
20.
So it was 10.
20.
You said.
So you said no. How much was the glaive marked as?
20. Just use the halberd list in
All
the
right, so
book.
10. So after your persuasion, he's like, "I'll give you 12."
Okay.
Sounds fair.
Deal. So remove the glaive, add 12 gold.
Heck yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure with you guys. Seems like I owe you about 370 gold for the exchange on the dragon's items, and if you come back in a couple days, we should have 2 daggers and 2 short bows made out of dragon bone for you.
And my
Promise you.
cloak.
Oh, and a cloak sewn from the Paragon Owlbear.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been great doing business with you. Who do I give this 370 gold to?
I give it to
What's it,
Godwald.
Godwald.
Hands it to Godwald.
Oswald.
Oswald.
This was the Fox's Armory, correct?
Yeah, and
No.
I just wanted to
and
make
all-
sure that.
it was the Foxes. It was the Foxes Armory and Griffin Armaments. They're sister shops.
Okay, I just
Retrieve
want to make sure I
owl
had my
cloak
notes right.
From
All right, so Tyler's like, all right, so next up, I think if we want to take this these eyes, the eyes, we're gonna go to the potion eyes, blood. What else are we selling?
We have to make
Yeah.
sure to use every part of the animal.
Eyes, blood, and the stomach stones where we go into the potion shop.
The Sphinx's apothecary?
The Sphinx's apothecary. That's right. Let's
that
go.
sounds familiar.
Hey, I heard they were a good shop.
Yeah, it seemed pretty interested in what you said. They got potions galore. And he brings you and the carts, which now has a skinless, legless, clawless dragon on it. There's dragon meat. Did you guys want the dragon meat from it after they scraped off the bones?
Mm,
Dragon
Uh,
meat,
I
dragon
want to say
meat.
yes,
I
but
feel
as
like we
character,
could sell that to one of the local like taverns or restaurants
can we give it to
for
like a yeah?
so much money.
it's
Possible.
not.
Yeah.
That's I don't. Can you
Dragon
eat it?
jerky.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Why could
it's
you
a s-
not?
It's a sentient being.
We've been
So's
over this.
So's dude.
People literally hunt me down for my fur. Like
without the
that
skin,
that
it's like
blacksmith lady,
like,
like
it's
she
dead.
commented on my fur, and I thought she wanted to skin me. I was like,
like in my head, and
hilarious.
Godwell says like so it's dead. It can't do any more evil, and the skin is like gone. So like, what kind of dragon? At this point, it could be any kind of dragon.
Doesn't matter.
from how it
Like
looks.
It's-
the
like-
rich
Make some
people
jerky.
will pay so much money to
Maybe a
eat
dinosaur, we
dragon.
don't know at this point.
I-
Like
Yeah.
they will pay whatever the restaurant wants. Especially here in Neverwinter. These
Mhm.
guys are pricks.
I don't like that you're right, so I'm gonna stay out of that.
Sell the
Alright.
dragon meat.
So,
Take part in the hero's
so
feast.
there's
Sell the
probably
dragon meat.
all right. Look, there's probably a few shops where they might turn you down on it, but Jerk would probably also know the shops that would buy dragon meat as well. And then there's probably honestly a few in the high end area that might buy the dragon meats and
Well, so this
as
was
well.
a poison
there's gonna
dragon.
be a mix.
Poison stays in poison sacs within the body, so it's not dispersed throughout the entire body. The body is actually immune to it, so it works it out.
Also,
So the
fugu.
poison
I
wouldn't
mean,
be in the meat.
I guess
Fugu
yeah.
makes you
Like a
tingly.
snake. Right? Yeah. All right.
On the
so-
other side, it's been dead a few days, so it's kind of rotten meat now, bro.
No, it's not.
No.
It's been.
It-
Oh no,
preserved
it's not
magically.
preserving
It had
spell,
a-
right?
Yeah, there was the preserving spell on
It's
it.
magically preserved for till probably the end of
Nice.
today. So I think that was probably
So we
roughly
have
how
to
long you
sell
had
it
to go.
today. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
So did we
Yep.
move on? I stepped away to the restroom.
Yeah, you guys are
Thanks.
now at the potion shop.
Okay. I would like to try
The
to
Sphinx's Apothecary.
sell my teeth, not my personal teeth, but all of the teeth
Your
I
personal
have,
teeth.
as see if they need them for any of their brews. See if
Wait,
they're
were you? So while you fiddle
Okay.
with the teeth
Well,
on the way there,
first we'll do dragon stuff. Then we can do
like,
Okay.
but on the way there, like, so
selling and purchasing.
I thought you
but,
actually liked to collect teeth. Were you just doing it because of the sword?
well, it started off as something I like to do, but when you have to do it so you don't get smacked in the face, it becomes less fun.
So you're burnt out on collecting teeth?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, because I've been carrying these teeth I was going to give you as a reward.
Oh well, as much as
You
I
have someone's
appreciate
teeth
that,
in like your bag for him.
I have in
Yeah,
my
they're like
list
gold
of loot
stars. You give them
three gold teeth to reward Jerk with. I have that as a lit on in my inventory.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no,
it's like a dog instead of food motivated. Jerk is very
Like,
teeth
just-
motivated.
I kept those just in case.
as much
I
as
love
I
you guys.
appreciate the
Like,
thought.
would you do it for a gold tooth?
Yes.
Like,
Kind
so
of
maybe
teeth are
someday
they?
he'll
Oh.
maybe someday he'll get back into that habit. I'll just
Are they
keep those in the back pocket.
bicuspids? Are they
I have-
molars?
I
Are
am
they-
not a
Are they
dentist. I'm not
canines?
sure do we have dentists? I'm not even sure.
I don't know.
Are they human teeth? Is just my
I-
question.
So we get to the
Okay.
potion shop and we start doing dragon things.
Yeah, that's
All right, you guys get to the potion shop. This is where they will buy
I've put something in the roll 20.
and roll 20. Okay.
Yes. I saw that.
Okay, yeah, they will. Right, they will buy basically the stomach in order to get the stones and make the magical stones. They will buy, or no, you're not selling that. They'll buy the eyes in order to use them for potions of invisibility. They'll buy the gizzard, and they'll buy the blood. So yeah, I think everything you posted in there is right. So when does that work out to? Do you end up in the
I-
positive or the negative there?
We have to keep 1 gallon of dragon blood for the poison
Yep.
breath potion. So
So I need
Buying one for
I
100.
need just a quick ruling of how much blood we can get out. Like I did some weird math and like honestly like 2d4 would be fair. Just saying 4 would be fair.
how much blood have we saved from this dragon? As we
6
counted them
gallons.
down? 6
okay,
gallons.
then we keep 1 and we sell 5 and that helps the budget.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna trust your math here.
That's pretty
I trust
good.
it. Totally
So
trust.
while this gentleman and our other thing is working on it, are there any potions that I can interest any of you fine gentlemen in? We have potions that help you breathe fire, potions that help you make friends with animals, potions that help you climb walls, potions that might help you fall in love. We have potion. We have we've distilled items to create bomb-based potions, um, area effect potions. Uh, we the number and variety of things we deal with here at the apothecary. We have a set of spectacular spices.
Area of
here-
effect potions. That just sounds like you're making explosives.
Essentially,
They
this one.
they're not even ashamed of that at all.
Oh no, not in the slightest.
This is just
Yeah,
business.
this bath bomb or this salt bomb. Sorry, this bath bomb. It could also be used as a bath bomb, but I prefer if you use it as a salt bomb. As single use as an action, you can throw this clay flask up to 20 feet. It shatters on impact. You have to make a ranged attack. The target takes 1d4 bludgeoning damage. All creatures within 10 feet of the impact, though, have to roll a strength save, DC 13, or become petrified in magically hardened pillars of salt.
For forever?
Targets, no, not forever. Yeah, targets attempt to make a new save at the start of their turn. It's not extremely strong magic, but it can be really effective in a pinch.
Ow. I don't know how much that is.
Add a character, like the first like
Oh,
4 or 5
this-
things.
This
you
is about
listed.
5. This salt bomb's about 500 gold. Oh wait, no. Major single use. This salt bomb's about 350 gold.
That's not bad.
We also have ever smoking bottles. This bottle can smoke can leak from the lead stoppered mouth of this brass bottle. Use an action to remove the stopper. A cloud of thick smoke pours out in a 60-foot radius from the bottle. You're heavily obscured. Each minute the bottle remains open within the cloud. The radius increases by 10 feet until it reaches a maximum of 120. Cloud persists as long as the bottle's open.
Which means
Yeah,
someone has to get in there
Wow.
and close it.
closing the bottle requires you to speak a command word as an action. Once it's closed, the cloud
At range?
disperses after 10 minutes. Although a moderate or strong wind can disperse it.
How much is that?
300?
This one's 350.
Oh
Or
yeah,
no, 400. Sorry, this one's 400.
I need another DM roll.
What's up?
2d4 gallstones.
Wow.
7 gallstones.
Okay.
That dragon ate dragons can eat pretty much anything, and so it had some items left over in its belly. And you're able to do 7 some lumps out of that as they're going through the gizzard on that one.
Yes, that gizzard is correct.
I've got this ointment. You can swallow it or apply it to the skin. It helps you regain health. 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
How many doses?
5 or just the
1d4 plus 1.
Just the one off?
It works at least. It says works 2 to 5 times, depending on how much you have to apply. Dosage varies.
So if you drink it, it should get 5, right? Because it's staying in your body.
This ointment? I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you can ingest it, but I would suggest applying it to the skin. You might have some gas if
Same.
you eat it.
Apply to affected area.
Throw it out there.
Affected area
or
is
in
the
your
hole
case,
in my
sir.
side.
Or in your case, sir, to the fur.
It's like if problem persists, apply more to affected area.
Rub, just rub it deep in the fur until it gets down to your skin. Several dusts. I have dust of sneezing and choking, dust of dryness. I mean,
You
we are a shop full of possibilities.
Do you have potion of giant size?
Giant size, like
Mhm.
enlarge yourself. All of yourself,
It is a specific potion.
parts of yourself.
Your entire
Unfor-
self.
Unfortunately, sir, someone just came along and bought our last one.
It's an OP potion. You don't want.
That's wait. We'll talk later.
Dang. All right.
We had it. Someone bought it yesterday. If you had to come yesterday, might have been able to help you.
Yeah. It basically gives you 25 strength, and any melee weapon attack made by the party member that has this on them is rolled with 3 times as many dice. I was going to give it to Jerk.
Sorry? What?
Yep, and also your
That would
HP
be
is
nuts.
doubled.
That would be nuts.
If Jerk sneak attacked
That is
while
nuts.
giant size, it would be
So what
ridiculous.
What does your dragony stuff come out to?
I have my last math is that we are selling about 2,050 worth of stuff and buying 870, which leaves 1180, and
Pretty good.
yes,
Yeah.
that, and I have that money in my spreadsheet, basically going to
The armor.
well, no,
You guys are gonna requisition this armor and never be able to buy it or some nonsense because you'll keep spending your money before you get to it.
Well,
this
that's what
money
I'm
was
saying.
going to the
I
magic.
get
item.
it. That's what Jerk's worried about.
This money was going to the magic items, but we did make a bit more here than I expected, so that we have some wiggle
Look,
room
yeah.
here for maybe 1 or 2 things. And
Save it for the armor. Separate. We'll get all our things and not try to buy anything else out of main budget. Everything else has to come out of personal budget.
well, I'm willing
You
to
sir, the short individual in the back looking around. Are you sure you wouldn't be interested in this filter of love? The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking the filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. So if you get someone else to drink this, they'll fall in love with you.
That sounds
I
illegal.
don't. Yeah, that.
No?
I don't need.
Man, why can I never
methods
sell
like
this love
that
potion?
I am.
because it's that's just not cool.
You try it, and you'll maybe learn why. Have you tried it before?
Well, it's intended for you to give it to the person you want to fall in love with. So
Yes,
That
but
ain't
do
cool.
you
if
tell?
someone
I mean-
if someone wanted me to fall in love with them, I would drink it so that I'd fall in love with them.
Is Tyre
sounds
here?
like there should be some regulations
I-
against methods
This-
like
let
that.
me-
Anyway,
Let's see. Oh, we
I am-
totally have to roll who this person
like
is.
I no longer feel bad about taking money from this shop.
Right?
I mean, how long does it last? Can we give like
An hour?
an hour? Dude, you could totally like try this potion out and show us that it works. You probably have multiple because nobody
Like-
wants to buy it.
The ointment is a neat thing. Like anything that will help people is a neat thing.
This is a male dragonborn. You can tell from his clothing that he's quite wealthy, aristocratic even.
How about a
Gold
potion?
scales, light green eyes. He seems like he's like, yeah, I can't. Seems like I can't sell this today, but I'll tell you what, this potion is a big seller. I make a lot of money off this, off filters of love.
How about a potion of etherealness?
Etherealness?
Yeah. Etherealness.
That
Potion of Everfetch.
sounds broken in the name.
Listen, I'm just asking for potions that exist within the game.
Like, why? Whenever I ask good questions, people try and answer me with just by saying the word "listen." What is that?
It's not broken. It's not broken. It's part of the game.
Oh, it's a,
So is the filter of love.
Yeah, just like Telesto is part of Destiny too.
So is the immovable rod, and I gave you that.
Yeah.
the
You
oil. Is it the oil of etherealness?
It is a
The-
potion.
It is a potion. Oil of etherealness.
Yeah.
Rare. Well, sir, you are in luck.
I have
This-
no idea what this is.
I do have oil of etherealness here. I have it locked up in the back, usually because it's something I keep for some of the wealthier noble clientele around the city. It only costs you a mere 4,000 gold.
That sounds fair.
Yay! Yeah, that is fair for that.
Why
That it's very powerful.
Do you have any more? Do you have anything like this? Pulls that potion of heroism that we got from the Dragon Horde.
Looking for a potion of heroism.
Just like it's a neat. It's a neat thing. I'd feel better using it if I had a spare.
Unfortunately, someone just came along to use it to. I think they're gonna make a hero's feast later tonight. But yeah, sorry about that.
Fair enough. Bear, you
Well,
can't
is there
send me an
is there
argument
anything
with the
else?
phrase,
Is there
"It's
anything
OP"
else
in it.
that I can interest you in? And Tyre's like, yeah, guys, come on, we got. We've been at this for a few hours. We got more places to go.
Yes, I
I,
have many
Some-
gemstones
Yeah,
to
I'm
sell.
willing to. I'm willing to cash out here.
Real quick, can I
All right.
get you got an empty potion vial I can have? Like,
A vial.
yeah, just one vial.
Vials like 10 silver? A glass vial?
I mean, it's
That
empty.
is
You're not
empty.
using it, right?
10 silver is
I
correct.
have a vial. I can
P8
give you a
P8
vial. I
Page
have
All
does
right, then
say
never mind,
1
never
gold
mind.
or 10
Yeah,
silver.
we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a potion bottle? For a potion bottle, 10 silver, yeah.
I'm gonna remove
Here's
this
one- here's
vial and give
plenty.
it to Chance.
Oh, you have
Bear
one?
has
Alright,
one.
I
yeah.
have
available
one.
vial.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good then.
Okay.
It looks a little flimsy. It might break if you dropped it. You might want this instead.
Well, good sir, I've heard many
I
good
don't-
things about your shop, so I would definitely be coming back. But today, I don't need that potion vial.
Alright, well, if I
What
can
would
help you guys with
be-
any of your potion related needs, remember the
would be-
Sphinx remember the Sphinx's apothecary.
So
Oh, how
when
much was
should-
what?
Ixavix, what?
How much was the ointment?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, the ointment.
Codum's ointment is only a mere 350 gold.
How much is the dust of dryness?
Dryness.
Oh,
Yeah.
Usually you want an ointment to stop dryness.
also 350 gold.
Uh,
Yeah, that's why it's dust instead of an oil.
And the dust of sneezing, choking that I heard about.
This is hey, you're interested in all of our uncommon potions.
I'm
they're-
curious
well,
about all prices.
yeah. This one is also about 350 gold.
350. Okay.
Our
Yeah.
Yeah.
halfling companion
Unless you're-
has.
Unless you guys are interested in some of our higher end items, like this essence of toad,
What is that?
or
mean?
well, let me tell you.
Okay. Do it.
Upon rolling a d20, on a 1 to 3 toad form, you are instantly transformed into a toad until midnight, as if targeted by the polymorph smell. On a 4 to 10, and there's more stuff to it, you can make wisdom saves to remove the curse. If one other creature kisses you. On a 4 to 10, webbed hands and feet. For 1 hour, gain the effects of the spell jump, as well as advantage to swimming and climbing checks. On an 11 to 17, prehensile tongue. For 1 hour, you're able to shoot out your sticky tongue with a range of 20 feet as a bonus action. As a ranged touch attack, you can pick items up or grapple opponents with a competing strength check. Severing the tongue ends this effect.
Ouch.
And an 18 to 20, toad monster. You transform into an amphibious toad-like monster for 1 hour. Gain the effects of prehensile tongue and webbed hands and feet. Also, as an action, you can spew a slippery slime as if casting the spell Grease.
Oh, hey, it's
That's
more
a-
grease effects, guys.
That's a
Yeah.
a
It's a
one
grease
dose
effect that
to
only
one
happens
time
like 1
thing,
in
man.
6.
Would that also increase your like swimming speed then?
Yeah, I would think so.
It should,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mentioned swim speed.
It's
This in
I mean, I
fact has 2 doses in the bottle.
Kudos.
I mean, I can turn you into a toad, but I don't think I can do all that
Toad
other
monster.
stuff.
I'm ready to leave
Yeah.
this place. All in
I'm
favor?
good to go.
I may come back. I
Wait,
may come
wait,
back
wait.
Later.
What happened to Cancer of Youth?
That
He's trying
I
to
live
make a
long
sale.
enough already. Sir, I'm 80 years old.
I have a funny video about that.
You don't look a day over 25. All right, yeah. So if you guys head out, Tyre's like, all right, great, yeah, that guy was weird, and he started. I think at the end there, he wanted to turn us into vampires.
I, I've got a funny video about that, and I'll post it here for everybody later.
All right. If you guys are going to attempt to sell the, if you want to make either, and maybe I didn't write this down correctly, the flute or the violin, it's either you take the trachea or you take the vocal cords, and either of them become an instrument. So it's one or the other. So I do apologize.
Who wanted the violin?
You know what?
Like-
For the
I
sake,
wanted
for
the
the
flute
sake,
of
for the
fear.
sake of not messing with what you've got done already, that's fine.
Yeah,
If you want to go sell the vocal cords for the violin,
and my
Then-
budget is that we don't make the violin and we do make the flute on the thinking
Yeah,
that
it-
flutes
for
are
the-
easier to use.
for the sake of not messing that up, Tyre's like, all right, yeah, if this is the last item off the body that we're selling before we go buy some other pieces, I think we're going to the hidden treasures, antiques and instruments.
There's an instrument shop.
Yes.
All right. Well,
The bar
as you
gallery.
guys head over there, I guess the only item from the dragon you're selling here is the violin. Tyre's already worked out selling it for 4,000 gold for the vocal cords. In order to not damage the trachea, they say they're gonna have to take some extra time. It'll cost a little extra money, so I'm gonna throw 100 gold cost on that.
Sure,
So you're gonna get 3,900 gold out of them.
sure.
And
Nice.
they do have like random, I mean really random things around in the shop as you're looking around.
Antiques.
It is an antique shop owned by a like a former member of an orchestra, a magical orchestra, and a bit of a bard, and he tells you a series of stories. And every time you look at the various instruments that you see, he tells you a different story about the pipes of the sewers, the Fachlukan Bandor, the Mac for mid Citern, the DOS lute, and he's just all about telling you about all like these things all the time.
I have a feeling this guy would keep telling stories even if we left.
Yep. Yeah, he just keeps going on and on about, he's like, you know, like I have universal sovereign here. Have you ever heard of sovereign glue? Never comes off. Never gonna happen unless you have this.
Solvent.
If somebody sticks you with sovereign glue, you're fucked for the rest of your life. But if you have this universal solvent, you can actually get it off. This is the only way to remove sovereign glue.
Ooh.
You know,
Oh, sir, you look.
removes any lesser glue as well. Does not work on manacles. Just-
Sir, you look like a man of the earth, as he points to Taliesin.
Yes.
Would you have any interest in this bountiful sapling? And he points to an item leaning up against, which looks like a vine that has grown into the shape of a staff, and
Okay.
on it are a set of berries growing. And he tells you, it's like, you know, if you plant this staff in the ground for 8 hours, so let's say you're taking some kind of long rest, it grows a small fist-sized bundle of berries or fruits. I think you can actually whisper into it your desires, and it'll do a berry or a fruit of your choice. And this fruit provides enough nourishment for one person for the day and heals 1d4 hit points. After an hour,
Little better than berry.
an hour after the fruit is picked, it rots its potency though. So it's a great setup for camping. You look like a camper.
I do enjoy camping, though.
Hmm.
And he pulls out his current staff. This one turns into a giant snake.
That's incredible.
This is It's like this is
It looks like
very-
it would cost way more than what I'm offering you here. This bountiful sapling's only 100 gold.
like this is not a spellcasting tool. This is a wondrous item that gives you a good berry when you wake up.
Right.
Pretty nice.
Yes.
The berries only last an hour.
Oh,
Like,
that's
Right.
true.
So we basically always have breakfast, and well, we'd actually always have food every time we wake up.
One of us.
No, it produces a clutch,
a
doesn't it?
handful. Yeah. Yeah, a
Is-
fist-sized
so-
bundle of berries or fruits.
So we'd all have a good berry, and it
You,
would
sir.
it would nourish us for all day.
You, sir, with the red skin, you look like a man who enjoys wine.
That's not my favorite, but good try.
Oh, well, what about beer?
I'm okay. I appreciate the thoughts, and I know you're a hell of a salesman. But
What about an endless supply of wine and beer?
again, fantastic. But we are on a bit of a time crunch.
I do
I-
like those things.
Alright.
I'd like to hear what that is.
Oh, well, you have fine eye. This is an alchemy jug. I don't know if you've ever heard of one before.
You can also make a bunch of mayonnaise in that.
And honey,
That is disgusting.
and a basic poison, and acid, and yes, I agree. And
I like
it's
mayonnaise.
oil, vinegar, water, fresh water, salts, wine.
Water fresh.
Yeah, fresh
anywhere?
water.
You
I'm
see he's got-
interested in this.
Tyre's like, this is where I picked up the bag of holding, jerk.
Nice.
Alchemy jug can be very useful
Mm-hmm.
Not for mayonnaise.
for
Make some
mayonnaise.
extra money off of it.
Mayonnaise is very slippery, though.
I'm
You see,
no.
there's
Just no.
there's around,
Oh, no.
around the shop.
Are we just gonna
Around
throw
the- around the
mayonnaise on the
shop
floor
is-
all the time?
Around the shop is just a random collection of items. There's pendants, there's like different bangs, saddle on the wall, ropes. It's got a random robe hanging up. There's bits of jewelry. Talisman might catch your eye. There's a small ring that looks like a flower that's grown out.
Oh, what's
It's
that?
a ring that's made of a flower. It's a perfume ring. Once per day, you can emit any kind of scent or smell that you wish in a 5-foot radius centered on the ring. The effect lasts for an hour. It's a total of it's a 50. It's got a tag on it for 50 gold.
How much for the jug?
Oh,
I am interested in
for
the jug.
for the alchemy jug, 500 gold.
I'm willing to have this be my impulse purchase of the day. I'll be honest. We made that
Hey.
much because we did make that much earlier, and this, to me, this sounds like a very useful thing. It's like, if we don't have access to water, this is enough water for everyone every day. If we have access to water but not food, this is honey for everyone every day.
Mm-hmm.
As
I'm
long
telling
as
you,
you
this
promise
univer-
not to make mayonnaise.
I'm telling you,
I-
this universal solvent, really, you need it.
Okay, how much? How much are we talking here?
Oh, it's
For universal solvent.
yeah, it's just 400 gold, but seriously, it can save your life. And it'll go on unless you don't stop them. But yeah, if you want to, do you have the 500 gold in your personal inventory?
I
If not, are you asking the party can they chip in?
will knock off the 500 gold for the alchemy jug. Yes.
Out of your personal one or out of the party?
Well, I'm carrying all of it right now, but yes, I did have that much available at the time.
Okay, no, I'm just saying. I don't know if you're telling.
You've told me to start tracking things on my own equipment, and I am.
I do appreciate that.
Or
Alright, yeah.
we could take this out of the trachea fund.
Where you just instead of buying the flute.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
actually, that is here. That
That's-
is here.
that's
So
what
if you're,
Yeah.
so yeah, he's, he makes it essentially the what is it? Flute of Fear, works much in the way a Wand of Fear works, but it's an audio, it's an instrument instead of um, instead of the wand. It is rare. It's a rare item.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I definitely do want to get the flute today, and we will decide who carries it later because it probably is an attunement thing. It's very good.
Aw, thought I
We
was.
might even just pass it around.
It does require attunement. That is true.
Like, since we can all swap around our attunement things each long rest, we might just start swapping things around because this seems very good. And it's in the
So
budget.
we are at a store of like magical knickknacks, correct?
You're sort of antiquities and instruments, all of yes, magical oriented.
Stuff that
I would like to ask if they have a periapt of wound closure. It is like a charm, like a necklace charm.
I have periapt of health.
What does that do?
The periapt of health, however you pronounce that word, because I also am curious.
I have no idea.
Yeah, right. Periapt of health. When you wear this, you are immune to contracting any disease wearing this pendant. If you're already infected with the disease, the effects of that disease are suppressed while you wear the pendant.
and you can put it on. That sounds useful. You can put it as like worst case is we encounter someone who needs help that we can't give, and we put it on them while we bring them to someone who can help.
How much is this?
This would be 500 gold.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to save my money for something specific. So
It's like, sir, I know you don't see. I know that I've spoken to you already, but with the red skin, would you be interested in a bone bag?
I'm
And
unfamiliar
it holds up this little
Little
sewed
bag.
together bone. It looks like it's several different kinds of pelts sewn together, and it jingles with bones inside.
Does it do anything besides carry bones?
Yes, this velvet bag contains 1d8 plus 4 small bones. When a bone is thrown to the ground, an undead skeleton servant is summoned, as if you had cast the spell
Holy
Animate
shit.
Dead.
Holy shit!
That
I'm not
is
sure how I
so
feel about
cool.
that, but it's,
Scattering more, or even the entire bag, summons additional skeletons for each bone. These skeletons are under your control for 6 hours, after which they no longer obey your command. Once the bag is empty, it loses all its power.
You could have an army.
sorry.
Well, but the bones don't regenerate or anything. Whatever is in there is in there. So how many bones are in there?
All right,
You got-
we'll roll it now.
You guys are gonna make me prepare Animate Dead just to control skeletons, aren't you? You're gonna do
Maybe.
that, and you know what? I would
Sure.
be okay with that.
Sir, there are 10 bones in this bag, and for 3,000 gold, I think this is a steal.
I don't know. I've fought a lot of skeletons. I don't think they're worth that much. But
I
that is a
I
very interesting item. That
I
should
understand.
you can
Oz to Chris table talk.
yeah.
Picture the value. So this feels like it's a parody of the Bag of Tricks, which is you pull a puffball out of a bag and throw it, and an animal appears.
Yeah.
The Bag of Tricks, like this bag, is not entirely used for combat. It is mainly used as a distraction.
Well, here's the thing though. It's really expensive.
there are
I,
also other things to hit besides us.
Yeah. I mean, but the skeletons are under your control for a while.
And I can.
Sir, I heard
can
you
gain
mention a
control.
bag of tricks. I actually do have one of those available if you are interested.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what kind would it be?
They should pull a fuzzy out of the bag. They're like, well, this bag of tricks would only cost you 450 gold.
I think he was asking what kind of bag of tricks it was too.
I'm sorry. Is that true?
I would like to know, but it doesn't actually matter as much. They're all pretty even.
Okay. Yeah, we'd have to roll a d8.
No, it's there's 3 different types of bag. I used to think that they were like animals separated by region, but it's actually just like a whole mishmash.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's lots of odds and ends and knickknacks here. There's you guys see a set of spectacles.
Let's see. So they just like.
Oh, that would have been at last place.
Like the creature vanishes. And
a-
they're like, does that mean it ran away, or does it
there's
actually
a-
disappear? I don't know.
There's like weird, real weird, like random jewelry in his case. There's net hanging on the wall. Got that bone bag. Very strange comb seems to be in a case.
I mean, I go through and I look at all the item descriptions to see if anything interests me.
Does
Really?
this
Don't
shop?
know. You'd be like, like if the thing I mentioned like pings you. You say yes, because otherwise I'm not reading all these cards to you.
I
Does-
can't use a comb, so.
But yeah.
Does this shop have a rod of absorption?
Of what?
Mm-hmm.
What
No,
you mean?
sir.
Like
No, sir. The only
Like a-
rod I have is an immovable rod.
All right.
Hey.
it's like rod of absorption. You mean like a toilet brush?
Mere
It's-
500 gold.
A bit better than that.
I mean, it's as useful as you are creative. And he clicks the button, it holds it in place, and he starts doing pull-ups on it. And he's like,
Oh, like,
and then he, unclicks the button, clicks it down, and goes stands on it, clicks the button, to takes off his coat and hangs it on the wall. It's like it is whatever you can think to do with this item, you can do it. The limits are only your imagination.
Real
Didn't we already
quick,
get
what
a
kind of
new
creature
one?
is he? Then if he's doing like
Hey,
pull-ups.
here's
and-
the thing, Zil. That was the other campaign.
Okay, yeah, that was the other campaign.
What about a staff of power?
That sounds like a different shop.
It would be a different shop.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
this creature is a gnome.
I mean, they just have knickknacks and magical items, you know.
Thin
making
auburn hair, blue eyes. His garments are modest, but he is wearing a leopard fur cape. It matches as eccentric as as his shop seems to be. Otherwise, it's been fantastic doing business with you. I'm glad to have met and known you all. My name's Zogik. Zogik, if you need me.
Nice to meet you, Zoggett. I am Chance.
Nice to meet you, Chance.
So this is what we're at so far at this shop, but these actually are pretty interesting things. So I would give it another like 2 minutes.
All right, yeah, it is here, and that's that. Unless you guys,
Can I ask the DM a time check?
oh, it's 10:24 p.m. currently in real life, so I'd like to take a
No, I meant in game.
break
But yeah.
because we haven't taken a break yet.
Yeah.
In game, you guys have been to 1, 2, 3, 4 shops, and they've spent their time taking items from the dragon's corpse. So I would say it could easily be 1 p.m.
Oh, we need to get lunch.
We can
Lunch
stop.
check.
So this is the last place we were selling things. So yeah, that's fair. We want to get that done today. So we can do the
Yeah.
lunch, and then
Yeah. All right. I need to take a break, so I'll be right back. But
'Kay.
we can take 5. Take a break. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds
Alright,
good to me.
Thank you, guys. I hope you have enjoyed your magical shopping adventure.
There's been a lot of shopping.
Magical Shopping Network.
I mean, hey. Now you know.
Probably went outside for a cigarette. That's why I'm AFK.
the
Hey,
like
it's all good.
bone bag or a bag of tricks. Like the bag of tricks is a very interesting thing.
Yeah. So what's the bag of tricks do? Is it like as
I,
limited as the bone bag?
No. The bag of tricks is 3 times per day. You may pull it out, a fuzzball, and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it turns into a creature. You determine by rolling a d8 and consulting the table that corresponds to the bag's color. The creature vanishes the next dawn or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. The creature is friendly to you and your companions and it acts on your turn, using your bonus action.
Oh wait, now you can summon animals.
No,
I,
it's if we bought a bag of tricks.
This is a card that Jared has said is at this shop, a bag of tricks. Now,
Oh yeah, no.
of each bag, there's
I'm
only
gonna keep
like
asking for random items.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Gotta roll. I gotta roll pretty high for there to be those random items, but I totally get it.
Yeah.
Do you? Okay, so if
Like,
we
so
are,
far it was an 89. That was the one time they had it. If that makes any.
yeah.
So basically, the bag of tricks can be used 3 times per long rest, and you spend an action to to throw a fuzzball and get an animal. And there is a 50-50 on a d8 chance that what you get is a combat animal.
Oh.
There's like 4 of the options of each bag are good combat companions. The other 4 options are like you get a rat, like a regular rat.
I had a
I,
rat
I
once.
I
Or
think
an
it's
owl or-
cool.
You
I
know,
just don't
You
think
had a rat
it's.
once in the first fucking session.
Yep.
It was three
Was
sessions.
it 3 sessions? Okay, all
Because
right.
first you guys left Neverwinter, got on the road, encountered goblins.
Hey,
then
boys.
you went up to the cave.
There's a
It's
lot.
a second session. Second
Second session, yeah.
It
I
was,
think
it was a
it's.
sad day. This is why I'm like, no, pets. No, man.
I'm a ferret.
It's
There is some magical pet shop you listed though.
I
It
did.
just-
I did. And pets are now just non-combat oriented. That is what
Oh,
that's
yeah, I'm
what
not
pets
sending
are.
my, I'm not sending my ferret out to fight.
I'm not
Oh,
sending
because
my
that's
owl
what
out,
it was.
but
It's like
it's
climb
weird.
this wall. I was like, it climbs the 40-foot wall, and then it failed a strength check and fell, and it has 1 hit point. So
It fell really far.
yeah,
That's,
like, and I just
okay,
fell.
Anyway,
I still feel bad about it. I
You
still
shouldn't
feel bad about
bad.
it.
I shouldn't have sent
I
him to
do.
do
I
those
loved
things.
Tank. I
Yeah.
loved him, and then he died, and I only knew him for 2 sessions.
lost my tab.
Uh-oh.
Too many
All
tabs.
right, I'm sorry. I stepped away to go to the restroom real quick. Are we still at this shop?
We're at break right now. We just
Are we
left the
back?
shop.
Oh, but I think we might be back though, because everybody's sitting.
Yeah.
Real quick before we're back. If the preservation spell ends today, probably around nightfall, is the blood still good? Because we still need the blood to go
We
get
just
my.
sold the blood.
Besides 1 gallon to get my
Yes.
potion
I,
of poison breath.
We did kind of rush
They're
away over
making
it,
that.
Yeah.
so we will go back to the potion shop in 1 day, and also let's say 2 days to get. Like, someday, Jared. Someday you'll get it on the first
Alright.
try.
It's the flat plastic thing. It's like a frisbee.
I'm just like,
Yeah, we'll call it a few days. We'll call it 2 days as well, since that's when all our other
Okay.
stuff is in.
retrieve poison breath potion
So
and 7.
you already
stone
paid
breath
for that.
arrow.
Yeah,
I
you guys
have.
totally, the stones really rolled out well for you.
No.
That
So I have
dragon, that dragon ate stuff, and it got stuck in its stomach, and it turned into magic stones. So you have a
Nice.
what?
Oh, I have some gems that I want to sell, but then I also would like to look for an enchanter. And also, so like a jewelry shop and an enchanter, probably.
So we still
Good,
have to
'cause the
go to
enchanter is right
a
down next, I
jewelry
think.
shop.
Cool.
But we also decided that we had to go to lunch, then the town hall to the interrogation, because you guys wanted to go to the interrogation, then we have to go to the temple. So we may have to go to the jeweler after we go to the temple, unless you guys want to change plan.
I'm
Well,
good
no, I mean,
with
we can do
whatever.
this.
I just want to get rid of all my jewelry too, or not jewelry, but all my jewels.
Gems.
Then
My jewelry I'm wearing, yo.
Like, real hard jerk, with your gems sold, I may lean on you to help me build this, like, little necklace, because I'm broke as fuck.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as I sell it at a decent price. Because I've got a shit ton.
And Godwald's keeping your party gold too, so
Yeah.
you have party gold.
Party gold is for the party. This necklace was just going to be made out of eggshells and 1 talon for me.
You
Well,
also
no,
have-
there's no talon anymore, so
Yeah.
just eggshells now. No, teeth. It was made out of teeth. Okay, I had 1 tooth that I was going to put to it.
Say that
It's
would be
made out-
really like.
It was made out of something.
So here in this place, do we want the immovable rod? Do we want the bags of things?
I like the bags of tricks. I think that's a cool thing.
All right. Do we
But
want an immovable rod in this party of the
No.
Stargazers?
No,
It'd be, why no?
no,
It's
just
a
no.
crazy thing.
We have a lot of stuff right now. Like,
yeah, we've got like an absolute ton of stuff.
yeah, we got the flute
The
of fear
rifle
that.
flute.
I'm
like-
okay with whatever you guys want. I'm hoping that the thing I want to make actually works, but
Okay, how much for the bag of tricks again? Was it a 500 or a 450?
450 I have written down.
That makes sense. It's got charges, so yep.
I might circle back around one of these stores to pick up something if I don't see anything else otherwise. But
Okay, then we can cash out here. Give trachea, buy flute, buy jug, buy bag of tricks. I need Jared to roll the d6.
there's still things
Wait, where are
I'm
you?
hoping to get crafted.
I need you to roll a d6 for kind of bag of tricks.
Oh. I have a D8 on the monster manual.
Okay. What's the line in for number 1 on that table?
Doesn't do it. I'm gonna go to page 154 of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
That table has 3 different bags.
Yep. This is a bag made from gray, gray, rust, or tan cloth. Appears empty. Reaching inside it reveals the presence of a small, fuzzy object. Bag weighs a half pound. You want me to look? I will look. Tyre's like, all right, guys. I think the last place we gotta go is over to the enchanter to go to the unicorn's charm.
That the one where the ring of protection can be made?
Yeah, they're gonna deal with your
Sounds right.
wings and heart. Yep.
That's
It's gonna be
everything
shared by
left.
the party.
this is the enchanter that we're going to.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I am
Which
going
your
to
cloak
the
will be ready in
DMG.
2 days. So, do you want to go to the enchantment to talk about the enchantment on your cloak in 2 days instead of right now?
Well, we're already going there for other things.
Can you bring the cloak first?
I need to see if they can even do what I want them to do.
Ask them.
Bag of tricks.
So all my attunement slots are full right now, so I can't even attune the Flute of Fear. But I'm glad I got it made. I'm
Okay,
glad
yeah,
we
I'll
got-
do it. I'll do a D6. 1 and 2 is gray. 3 and 4 is rust. 5 and 6 is tan. Is gray bag of tricks.
you
Weasel,
could-
giant rat, badger, boar, panther, giant
Badger.
badger, dire
Bag of-
wolf.
Bag
Giant
of
elf.
badgers.
I like it.
yes. I'll.
You have 2 dire wolves.
Do it.
So I.
Sorry, that's my vote from party budget. My vote is yes.
Yes, bag. Okay, so I have for this shop: sell trachea, buy flute, buy alchemy jug, buy bag of badgers.
Yes.
Okay.
I still need to sell my gem.
I think
that
you
have.
still come out on top.
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah,
been
me
to
too.
the jeweler yet.
All right. Do you want to go to the
might not-
jeweler before the?
What'd you say?
Do you want to go to the jeweler, the miner slash jewelers, the
It's
have the money to afford things.
lunchtime.
the creeping quarry and its attached jewelry store?
It's
Sure.
lunchtime. How needed is Godwall to go to the Temple of Bahamut because
I
was gonna go
so
whenever there's time.
I will tell you all now. I have received a message that there will be an important meeting tonight at sunset.
okay, so we just need to be there by sunset.
There is a bit of prep I would like to get done before then. I suppose
So
we can
2
just
hours
arrive.
before sunset.
That works. Yes, that's the simplest way.
What
We got
time
some time
DM
then.
is sunset on this map? Because it's already won something.
Like if it's winter, but it's never winter here.
Right.
I see what you did
Hey.
there.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey.
You can just say 8,
It's. Let me look at the calendar.
7.
Does it become fall or spring here though?
I don't know if
We
it
have to play it
affects
out
the
because
sun
if you
cycles,
guys
but-
want to go witness out of character, if you guys want to go witness the interrogation, which I rather just have a report, it's gonna take time, and we still have things to sell and places to go. We still have to get lunch, and then we still have to go to the Temple of Bahamut. So doing the interrogation is really gonna take a lot of time out of our day. So that's why I voted for a report.
Yeah,
Still
Right.
I'm
out of
with you.
character.
Totally with you.
It is basically the end of March. So sunset's probably like earlier than later. So I'm thinking like 6.
6 and it's 1 and you want to visit a shop, which usually takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours apparently, and the interrogation's probably going to take like 2-3 hours.
Mostly it's for them to get these parts off the dragon scorps.
Yeah,
Right, like it takes time. So
So even if we go to 2 shops, we will still have a couple of hours.
yep.
saying if you want to go to the jewelers, it's going to be a second because I know Jerk has a lot of gems, still out of character,
That
and
can be, that can be easy.
okay.
If we're just selling things,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I was going to ask to commission a necklace out of the dragon eggshells.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you wanted to do something at the jewelers too. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, which one do you go to first? You go to the jewelers or the enchanters?
Let's get, I would say let's go to the jewelers first, so I can just get the money for the gems that I
money.
have.
Money time.
All right. Tyre's like, oh man, I'm so excited for us to have all this money left over and divide stuff up against each other. I'm feeling rich, guys. This is going really well.
Yeah, Tyre,
we
this
can
is
have
going
money to
great.
split.
Everything's great, buddy. I throw a arm over his shoulder.
Yep.
How's it?
Knowing,
how you guys feel
knowing.
this- How you guys
Go
feel
on.
this disguise is working? Is this working? Is it weird? I still haven't found a voice for him yet.
We're throwing around valuable enough things. I don't think anyone's looked too closely
That's
at you
true.
I think you're
particularly.
good.
Yeah, no one's really seemed to notice. They're not expecting you for his physical person. You're exchanging for money, and they're cool with it.
That one man with the potions, I'm not sure he'll remember any of us.
He's gonna remember every single one of you and try and slip you filters of love. All right, yeah. It's creepy. All right, yeah. So you guys head to the Creeping Quarry and Jewelry. You also, I don't know why I forgot about this. You guys are also part of a mining guild, the Rock Seekers mining guild.
Oh yeah, we
So,
are.
You could head to the Rock Seekers mining guild to exchange like some of the things, much like you do the Miners Exchange in Phandalin.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's a big
nice.
family. They
Okay.
have a branch here. We
Yeah.
would not have thought of that before.
Yeah,
we should
and
go there. We'd probably get better prices.
Yeah, let's do that.
now they are just a miners guild, so they will just exchange stones.
So if the jewelry thing can wait,
we
as
just
an
go
area another
exchange
day,
stones real quick,
Yeah, we
because
can
we're
do
probably
that.
gonna get a better price there.
we can gain some faction affiliation.
I'm down for
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Collect all
just
the
keep in
badges.
mind timetable of the day. So
That's all. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so yes,
Well,
If-
this
what-
DM actually keeps timetables, whereas I just don't.
we
Oh,
move
I'm
no,
with.
not
it's
used
tough.
to it.
It's like
Tough.
the Hydra moves with the Chimera moves with the tides.
Right,
Yeah.
so they're not going to care about the sapphire ring. They might pick up things, the crystal pendants like those.
I have
maybe they would. I guess it's a
460
stone. I guess it's a stone too. The
I
sake set doesn't matter to them. The perfume doesn't matter to them.
I have
You've already done
460
the
gold
daggers.
worth of gems.
What was that?
I have 460 gold worth of gems.
I got.
Are you holding
Gems?
Jerk's bag of gems?
No, I
Or you just have them
found.
too? Nice.
Yeah, I
yeah, I
I
have
had
some of
6
mine.
gems worth 10 gold apiece and 8 gems worth 50 gold apiece that I found in the trash pile
Your belt
at the
buckle.
dragon place.
There were dice rolled in the trash part when we were when we were delivering the spider. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to care about the skulls. If you wanted to try and sell it, that probably would have been the last guy.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Well,
I
you
don't
have
know,
a bag
dude.
of holding. It's fine.
You didn't
You're
know that
it's
guy
your
would like
item list. I
skulls?
can't keep track of your inventory.
You would,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Also,
how
Keep
am I
it in the
supposed to
bag.
know? Oh,
It's
Keep it-
fine.
when the
It's
guy
fine.
dangled the bone bag is when you bring out a skull. That's what happens.
Okay, well,
Guy dangled a bone bag in front of you. Actually dangled it and
Hey,
made the clacky noise.
No,
Maybe
it's
you
all
want to
gravy,
make
baby. I'll
friendship
just-
necklaces of
out of the
bone and
skulls.
dragon eggshell. So
We moving forward.
yeah. Advancing. So what can I sell at this place?
All right, I'll tell you what, because you're essentially going to a mining guild that you are all a part of.
And say,
Normally,
"Here are some
normally,
spoilers."
normally people are throwing 50% at you. This group's gonna throw 75% at you, like because again, for cut stones resale value. If you're talking about uncut, that's they can maybe make something more valuable out of that, but from what I'm seeing here, that's just crystal.
Ribstone.
Not necessarily a jeweler's. But that bag of gemstones of things. Okay. Total value of the items that you can sell here. Anybody want to help me with this math?
Listening.
All right, 1,000 plus 10 plus 10 plus 250 plus 300 plus 50 plus 200 plus 900 plus 600.
Google says 3320.
Is that all of our gems combined?
3320, and then
30.
they'll offer you 75% of that. So
Yeah, I need to sell some gems on my
5
own.
times 3320. Jerk for this list of things.
Okay.
I'll just put this. I'll put this on. Buy for 2,490. And I'm gonna post. I'm just take this, put it in the chat, in the Discord. So Jerk, for your bag of gems, your carnelian, your crystal rose necklace, bag of gemstones, the uncut amethyst, the 3 crystal pendants, dragon shaped, the string of pearls, the sapphire ring, and the 6 polished stones, they will buy that off you for 2,490 gold.
I'll take it, and I will delete all those things from my others list.
Okay.
I
You
think I,
gained that much gold.
I kept 1 crystal pendant for myself, so when you see that on my my sheet, it wasn't listed among these things. I have 4.
Okay.
Okay. And now
All right.
Taliesin and myself have
I no longer have a list of the things that you have.
Awesome.
So please delete those things out. My list of yours is outdated and hacked up by the variety of sales and stuff you've done today. So,
You're fine.
who else amongst the party has gemstones or minerals to sell?
I do.
2.
I as well.
Awesome. All right, so what do you? Let's just go right to left because I haven't talked to Xfix too much today.
Okay. Well, that's different on my screen. So
Okay,
have,
well on mine. So
yeah. So
Pixie, what you got? See.
I have 14 gems worth 50 gold apiece for a total of 700 gold listed here.
14 gems worth. Oh, what was the total?
The total was 700 gold, worth 50 gold apiece.
Okay. So then, as Is that all of it?
As our
Yeah.
associate Netflix.
Yeah, as like being a part of the party, basically one of the other guys who are a member of this mine in this mining guild. Pick it up and take it. They give you 525 gold for it.
125. Okay. I,
Transacted.
I don't feel I can do a persuasion check to make it any higher.
We have a contract.
Yeah, you guys. Essentially, several of the members of the party, Jerk, Godwald, and Taliesin, have a contract with this mining guild. And they are part owners in a mine, so they're giving you the best price that they will give.
Okay, I can now currently afford on my own the Ring of Protection.
Oh, I budgeted for that.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's part of the Dragon Project.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Taliesin, how much gemstones do you have?
I have $460 worth of gems.
0.75 times
Dollars.
460
Gold. Yeah.
gold. They will offer you. Wait, let me do it again. 465. They'll offer you 0.75 times 465.
460.
460. 0.75 times. They'll offer you 345 gold.
Okay.
Cool. Remove it from your inventory. Add the gold to your inventory. Anybody else gemstones, minerals want to exchange at the? You guys are by adventuring and exchanging for gold here. You are also helping your own mining guild become more wealthy.
We're
So,
gaining faction
perhaps you're-
points.
Yeah, your faction points, but your stock in the mining guild just went up. All right, so we're gonna go to the jewelry store next.
Oh shit, we haven't gotten paid for that yet, have we?
Wait, that pay is waiting in Phandalin.
God damn it. I wonder how
We'll
much
deal
that
with
is
that.
at this point.
Another month.
And how long have you even? Do you know how long you've even been away from Phandalin? How much
Personally?
mining could be? Have they even cleared out the mine
We
yet? You
also
have no
need
idea.
to check that the people that we contracted. There's a lot going on outside
Lots
of the
Week
of
city.
and a half.
But
Jewelry shop,
yes,
right?
Yep.
Jewelry shop.
Jewelry
Yeah.
shop.
We've been shopping all day. Let's do this. I got a cool dragon temple shit ready for you guys. Jewelry
think we'll-
shop.
I don't think it'll happen today.
Oh,
Alright,
it's gonna
not
happen.
this
You're gonna
Head
love it.
to the jewelry shop.
Jewelry shop. What did you want to do there? You wanted to have this necklace built?
Yeah, I wanted to ask if they could make me a necklace like the picture I posted in Discord. Like that. If Jerk wants to throw in some of the bones he has, we could make like friendship necklaces. Maybe.
I think I have the dragon's teeth. You want to do teeth?
No, you gave those to me.
I didn't give you 14 of them, did I?
You gave all.
Shaw
Yeah,
necklace.
you did.
They'll make it for 30 gold. The bones are sturdy enough, something they can go and create.
Yeah, you gave me the dragon teeth when you gave me the eggshells because
Okay.
I could turn them
Last
into
session.
arrowheads.
I just
Gotcha.
yeah, I
Alright.
just listened to it.
Cool.
So 30 gold to make one
make-
necklace.
Yeah, to make the necklace for you.
Okay. Do you want? I'll throw in 30, and we can have friendship necklaces.
Can we do that, Jared?
Sure.
30 gold going in.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
30 gold.
They're
All these awesome items, and the only thing I'm spending money on is a friendship necklace.
Yes.
you make your choices. I love it, and I love friendship necklace. That might be one of my favorite things that was bought today. Yeah, 30 gold a piece. I mean, that's really just like for their labor. They're gonna deck it out like their I mean, the bones will be very much intact. They say that they can, like cover them in a sort of enamel to make it last much longer. Also give it a bit of a shine. They can, do it if you want that. If you don't want any of those services and you just want like strings for the bones, they'll do it even cheaper.
I'm happy with it being 30 gold and fancy as fuck.
Yeah, 30 gold for black dragon shell and some dirty bone necklace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does
It's
it
gonna
look
have a-
like the necklace I
shine.
kind of posted?
Yeah, it'll look just like that. And
Minus
what
the...
I would say is when you add it to your inventory, say that it's worth 75 gold.
Oh, shite. Okay.
We've got to
Yeah.
wait for that to be done. How long are they giving us?
I'm gonna put you guys on the same 2-day schedule as the rest of the stuff. Oh, there's other items.
At some point,
Man.
I will have to go back to that knick-knack shop because I've got more than I thought
There-
I did to sell to him.
We're picking up the flute there in 2 days.
Okay, perfect.
May I ask, do they have magical? No, never mind. We are at
Jewelry
will-
store.
Enchantment is next.
we're at the jewelry store. Do they have magical jewelry here though?
Nope. This
Nope.
is
Okay.
this is
All right.
stones. If you wanted to buy stones for spells, this is where you would do it.
That's fine.
So if you're looking for diamonds for specific spells or something, this is the place.
I can't do shit with diamonds. I'm good.
It's
I just
that
want to
kind of
make
thing.
sure
You
before we
need a
moved on.
You need a carnelian for some kind of fire spell. I think there's something up there and certain things later.
I don't know which one, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Carnelian?
I was just like half and think of something. Anyways, so this is the place to buy like gemstones. Essentially,
think
this
it's
is the
that.
kind of place that the Miners Guild sells things to for people to then come and buy them. So, all right, you guys are going to the enchanter shop, right?
We need to get the.
I was like, oh my god, I thought I would love this, but I'm so tired of shopping. Can we please be done?
Last stop is the most important to us.
All right, yeah. So I think the items you were going to have paid for there was the wings turned into the cape, or the cape, and the heart turned into a ring of protection, right?
Yes.
The deal's already set. They're looking at 3,000 gold for the 2 items, labor and
And-
everything else.
From profits of previous shops, I have that and I hand it over.
Yeah. They have several, magic items sitting in the shop. Anything from staves to rings, wands, like goggles, brooches.
yeah.
Who
I
was
wanna look
the,
at them all.
Who was the cloak of wings going to?
Sure.
X called it, but it would
anybody.
also move around.
Yeah, it's like a whoever it will work best with at the time type of thing.
Okay. Well, I have 2
Yeah.
questions. So, and one of them I want. Well, I guess both of them I want to be kind of a surprise. Ish. I don't know if I can afford them.
Here, I'll cover my ears.
Yeah. Can I just message you directly, Jared, to see if I just want to see if they even have these?
You want it? So sure.
Exit up.
I do want to see what all these stabs and rings and wands and goggles and brooches are about. Ooh.
No, wait, I rolled it before I got it. Sorry, I thought I heard the beep. That's not the roll. That would have been a good roll too. I thought I heard the beep.
The beep of what?
I thought I heard the beep of the message. I was like, all right, got the message.
Oh.
Click the button, but I didn't hear the message yet, so I'm gonna have to
Oh, just
re-roll
keep
that.
the roll. Just keep the roll.
No,
Keep the
you
roll.
wish. You wish.
Party vote. Keep the
Keep
roll.
dreaming. Keep
I
dreaming.
don't even know what it means, so
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep. I vote keep the roll.
yeah.
That's a good roll.
Send it to me. It's
I
got to be
am.
one item, right?
He's working on it.
Oh, if they could perform a skill check with something. Okay, that's different.
Yeah. Well, then there's also another item I want to see if they have.
Well, so that's different. Message me the item so I can roll for the item. Seeing if they do the other part is different.
I'm so happy I don't work in the morning. Just
Uh,
I feel like we're gonna be here for another hour.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that personally.
I mean, I'm fine with it, especially because I don't work in the morning. It just
Yeah.
Shopping takes a while. People like to haggle. People like to talk. There's proper ways of doing things. I mean, just saying like, oh, this much for that. Persuasion roll. It was boring. So yeah, I understand.
I like being able to flex my persuasion.
Yeah, that's why I put you on the counter.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that did, but that's why I put you on the counter.
Offer still open for anybody who wants to take advantage of my persuasion skill.
All right, so Taliesin goes over to have a bit of a private conversation.
At this rate, I say we skip lunch, and we just pick up like a muffin and some coffee or tea as we head to the Hall of Justice. Everybody down with that?
Sure. Just pick up something on the way.
Yeah, but coffee, tea. I don't know what your characters prefer. I like tea.
The
Tea and a scone. I want tea and a scone. What does everybody else want? As Jared thinks of his things.
yeah, we're
Quick lunch. Quick. Bear.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
What kind of sandwich?
But I don't know. It's a good tasting one. What's
Do you
a
want
good
me?
sandwich
Can
you
I
like?
reply to you what that would cost in here? Or do you want me to? I'll type it.
Yeah. You can
Name a
just tell me.
sandwich. You want
Alright,
a chicken
that-
caprese?
That enchantment would be a 4,000 gold, sir.
Okay. I can pay for a fourth of it.
Take some like shrimp tacos or something.
Shrimp
So
tacos?
Would
Okay,
you
we got
like
shrimp
to?
tacos.
Would you like
Fish
to?
tacos, yeah.
Fish tacos?
When you have the item, if you'd like to bring it in, we can work out. Pay half now, pay half later.
now this item is not just
coffee.
a normal item. These are rare creatures.
I understand there are magical components that we need to use in order to create the enchantment you desire.
I'm not very good at persuasion, so I understand why you're not budging. But
Oh, if you'd like to attempt to persuade him, go ahead.
Oz, we're picking out lunch right now. So far, fish tacos, shrimp tacos are the main thing. Do you guys, do you want that?
persuasion
I am okay
plus
with fish tacos.
0.
Alright, coffee, tea, soda, any?
Tea.
No,
Tea?
that's not.
I
That's
want tea, too.
16.
So,
Sure.
Great.
Yeah, some cold tea sounds good.
There's probably somebody selling stuff like that on like near the docks on the way to the Hall of Justice.
yep, that's where we're going. So,
I'm,
right
I'm
now,
sorry, sir. Unless you happen to be an adventurer who could get X item for me, the cost does remain the same.
Understood.
Did somebody say
Um,
side quest?
I will see.
I will message you X item later.
Okay, and I
Side
will
quest.
talk to the rest of my party to see if I still have to wait for the cloak to be finished, but
Of
I'll
course,
see what I
sir.
can do. I'll talk to my party and see what we can do in the meantime
Alright.
to come back and have that for you.
Wonderful, sir. Jerk.
Yo,
As you guys have entered the enchantment shop, let's see, one more roll. I like the character, but I hate the name. All right,
Roll again.
I'm gonna use the one, and I'm just gonna take a name from another one off the list. You see Jerk. You see a familiar face.
Hmm.
It's Abeth, someone that you grew up with in the in the orphanage. Eboth. Ebeth.
Holy shit, Ebeth,
Oh no.
how you doing, brother? It's been a while.
Is for the rest of you, as you know, this is a male elf. My God, I can't believe it. Lavik, you're here. It's you. I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in. I mean, it's got to have been like a quarter of an elf's age.
More than
mean-
likely. So
God
I
only
actually,
hears
yeah,
an unfamiliar name.
I've been sticking with the name they gave me back at the orphanage. I've been jerk for a
Oh.
while now. So
Oh, sorry, sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
no.
I know people called you that, but I never did. It wasn't really my thing.
So I'd like you to meet my adventuring party. We've been together for quite a while now. You hear about that dragon that went down? That was us. We're here to bring you some stuff, actually.
Oh yeah, I met this gentleman here. Hey, I'm tired.
Yep.
And it's yeah, I had heard about that. I didn't know that it was you and your party that were here that had taken it down. They were bringing that to us. That's incredible. How have you been?
I've been well. Ups and downs, But we finally found our groove.
Yeah, same here. Same
We
here.
just murdered a dragon, so can't get much better than that. All right, well,
I mean, it's a hefty pile of loot. There's so many things.
I believe these guys have some business, but if you're free later on, you want to catch a beer somewhere? I know Chance is always down to
Oh,
meet new
yeah,
people
that'd
and
be
have a beer.
amazing.
Drunken lobster, drunken lobster.
You still
Oh,
hang
Or
there?
Minotaur,
yeah.
or
You
Are
still
they
hang
allowed
there?
back
Is
yet
that
after they had that fight?
I mean, yeah. I don't really go to the around the chasm, but I can be down to do other things. Like
All right, how about the
Hour?
yeah,
Tower
the-
Hasn't
Districts.
too good for you.
Tower District. I mean, it can be scary down there. It's not my
Fall-
place.
Fallen
You look at
Tower,
him.
then?
He's elf. He's not buff in any way. He's like traveling alone in the chasm could be dangerous.
All right, well, I know where to find
But
you.
what about? Yeah. What about? I mean, like, yeah. If you guys want, there's a couple bars in the Tower District. There's some places in the Blue Lake District that I think are really good. I mean, if you want to get like rough and tumble, we can go down to the docks. We can hit up the. What do we got? Oh my gosh, you guys met there.
Driftwood Tavern.
Yeah, we could hit up the Driftwood Tavern. We could. I think Skinny Manatee's over there. Yeah, he's got some good bands playing.
All right, yeah, I'm happy going anywhere, man. It's been a long time.
Dude, yeah, it's been ages. I can't believe it. I mean, I got this job and it's been incredible. I'm an apprentice at. Yeah, I seem to have a knack for magic. I mean, who would have known? But really, I've been doing my thing and learning to do enchantments. It's been great.
Nice. I'm glad you're learning a trade.
My boss is wonderful.
I hear he's one of the best too.
Really skilled, just incredible. Also, just so uptight. But yeah, like it's been a bit of a like an adventure, but I mean like no, not like the kind of adventure you guys go on, but it's great to see you.
Yeah,
I mean, let me know
absolutely.
if you need anything, and maybe I can help you out.
All right, sounds good, man. So let's plan to meet over the Driftwood Tavern. We're staying by there, right, guys?
Yeah, where are you guys staying? It's really nice to meet you all, and you ask your names and you give them back. Because again, I'm not gonna make you introduce yourselves again tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, this person seems to know Jerk pretty well. I see no reason why not.
Yep, totally friendly with them.
You have
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
mean, yeah,
interesting
like-
items here.
Oh yeah, we totally do. I know it's pretty expensive, but I think it's
Yes.
it's all worth it. Like
Speaking
it really
of,
is.
Let's start with the commissions.
Oh, yeah. Are you looking to have something commissioned? Like you looking to have something enchanted?
How do I bring up the stuff that we brought? Like, didn't Tyre set this up?
Oh, yeah, tires items. Okay, sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, definitely. Here, let me get the work order for you, and we'll get everything together. And there's a couple of us that'll come out, and we'll we'll take care of what do you have the dragon scarves. And at this point, you guys are like carting around barrels with dragon bits in them.
Hmm. And this is the last stop. This is the last
Yeah.
stop.
It's a little ugly.
Well, unless Chance decides we're going to do something with just the raw meat that's left over.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean, I think
I
it's
think
pretty
we should-
incredible
I'm
that
not
you guys
involved
found
with
this with the heart intact, and you had the magic to keep it together to get to us. I mean, like dragon hearts don't last, and
I am.
to be able to make it all the way here it's been pretty amazing. So
Yeah,
we're all pretty
accidentally-
excited. I'm excited to
Yep.
like get some of the
It,
work done on it.
I'll admit we owe a guy a favor for that, but it worked out really well for us too.
Yeah, and I feel kind of bad. I did crush the skull. I didn't realize it'd be worth so much money.
It was trying to kill us.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, dude, I wouldn't feel bad about
Yeah.
killing
I'd
something
rather you
that's
do
trying,
that
trying
than
to kill you.
die.
Like, they were trying to kill us. Anyway, so yes, we have payment ready.
Oh yeah, here, let's go through the exchange, and he'll take your 3,000 gold, and if you need to, if you're interested, like if you want to bring somebody in to make contracts for you, they can do that if you need to.
For this purchase, I think
All right, yeah, let's do it. We'll go ahead and we actually employ an in-house scribe who also works as a. Oh my God, I've said it several
Fantasy
times.
Notary
today.
Public.
Yes, the fantasy notary, and they go ahead and they draw up the contract for you. So I'm
So I am
assuming
handing over-
Oz.
I have the 3,000 gold we've gotten from we've gotten from other shops.
Yeah.
Put it in, and like this much, like for the dragon wing cloak and ring of protection to be received in how many days?
Well, the standard enchantment time is actually pretty long. But I mean, like, I love Jerks. It's like a brother to me. So, I'll try and bump it up in the schedule. I think I can get you in 2 weeks. So 10 days.
So hey, if we're in the same orphanage, does that actually make us brothers?
I'm not going to push on. I'm not going to push.
I mean,
on
we
that
are
20
kind of
days, but
right. Like,
Yeah, I think
He's
so.
talking about his boss already. 20 days on these. I think that like they're turning the wings into a cloak and putting magic in everything. I think I'm not going to try and rush this one.
Yeah, I don't even know how they're gonna turn that giant heart into a tiny ring.
oh, it's an entire process of how we like break it down to its essence. But there's several magical rings it has to pass through, and then there's some alchemical reactions that we need to work with some other chemicals that we have. It's a whole process. I mean, like, I basically went to college for it.
Oh,
In
wow,
tw-
okay.
let's see, 20, I'm willing to put 20 days in there. Like that sounds like this.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
weird stuff.
unless I could convince one of the other apprentices to work with me, then maybe I could get it done in a week if there was 2 of us on it. But I think
So you're going to be taking care of the enchantment on the entire order?
yeah, actually, well, when he came in, I was excited to do it, and I asked. So
That's pretty cool, man.
It should take me 20 days. But if I had other guys working with me, I would like volunteer their time or something. But my boss is real stick up her ass.
Well, like Godwald said, for these items, I think 2 weeks is more than acceptable.
What
But I
would you
mean, like,
split
yeah,
it?
if we have a, if we can get another enchanter working on this for like, we would charge 500 gold. Then, we could probably get it done in a week
I
for our
didn't
time.
put that down. I mean, how long is it the armor gonna take? Did we say?
This would
the
sync it up with the
same
armor.
Okay, yeah, I'll put down the 500 gold to sync it up with the armor.
Oh,
do that?
that's awesome. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, great. That's too. And then I made another sale, and she'll be happy about that. She really likes me to push things.
Okay,
like,
well,
all right,
that's
get it
going in
done.
the contract.
Yeah. What are we
What's
what are we charging you guys for it all together? I mean, like, is this for Jerk? Like, Jerk, are you gonna be using this
Yeah, I think
cape
the-
flying?
the wings are gonna be for me. I've always wanted to fly.
This thing. Well, dude, let me like see if I can sneak in my employee discount on this for you.
Oh,
So
that'd be great.
for those wings, let me go give the old silver tongue, try to convince her.
And as he's walking away, I want to say loud enough for him to hear to the rest of the party. Hey guys,
Shit.
our
That's the sound of a DM roll going badly.
yeah, right. That's
Oh,
what I just
in
said.
that 20.
Well,
He
our
had 20.
our
He had
Yeah.
20 on his persuasion roll.
Okay.
our lives are in good hands, man. This guy's he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
He always has been.
Yeah. How long have you known this guy? Also, what did he call you?
Oh, he called me by my actual name. My name is Lavik.
Insight check.
Bear insight check on Jerk or bear insight check on Shopkeep?
On the guy, the shopkeep.
On
The
I
the
know
shopkeep
Jerk
Shopkeep.
or-
well enough.
So, Jerk, what do you prefer? Do you prefer Jerk or?
Honestly, I never really thought about it before. I couldn't go by my real name in town because of what happened to my parents. So, and I was kind of a troublemaker, so they just started calling me Jerk. I haven't thought about what name I preferred ever.
So if I
really.
start calling you Bob, would you care? Or
Well, I let's just
or
keep with
Rojo or
one of the names I already have. How about that? Let's not make things more complicated.
just asking. I mean, if you like Jerk, I'm gonna go with Jerk.
I've been
That's what I know you by.
been Jerk for years and years.
So, all right, dude. I'm really excited about this. So I made a couple great sales earlier this week, and I think I got on her good side. And she told me if I can clinch another sale with you guys, that I can use my employee discount for you guys on the sale. So, basically, I'm gonna be throwing in my time, like for free, but it's I think it'd be worth it for you. And I'm just so excited to see you again, and I hope you come back. But if I can get you to get some other enchantment, or maybe pick up another item here, I can do the wings for 1,000 gold instead of 1,500.
Okay. Well, I do have a very special piece of armor. This jacket that I'm wearing, this leather jacket, it was made by a very close friend of mine and their brother, who is also a very close friend of mine's mother. And it's a very, very sturdy, but with the trouble we're getting into, I'm just not sure it's cutting it. What kind of enchantments would be available for this armor that I'm wearing right now, this jacket?
I mean,
That wouldn't require me spending a very long time with it and attuning to it.
well, I mean, like there's a world of things. Like there's so much available in Magic. If you had an idea of what you might want to enchant, that might work out. Maybe just anyone in your party want to enchant something.
Jerk, you're getting these wings?
I mean, there's also
I'm
some
not sure. I think
really there's also some really incredible like magic items here. Like I think Jerk. I mean,
Okay.
Who's getting this cloak? Who's getting this cloak?
Well,
so I know you guys see
said
this.
I was so we could get the discount. I didn't say that
Okay.
out loud.
I have something to
Yeah.
enchant though, but I
Perfect.
don't know if that would also give me the discount.
Well, give it a shot. Let's. What do you got? Talk to the man.
Well, if you DM, if you tell Jerk, then
Yes.
he might be able to get it through there. But I know we've been talking on the
Right.
side, so I don't know how this works out together. I'm sorry.
Oh, I will just
Well, we
You're gonna be
can-
surprised, mate.
Can we put
Jerk.
Jerk on? He doesn't have to tell me. We can put Jerk on autopilot here.
No, Jerk. I'm looking
gonna
for
do
an
the
enchantment.
Okay.
Uh,
What kind of enchantment?
I'm looking for to turn the cloak that I have into a cloak of displacement.
Oh, I don't know what
The
that
one that I
does,
make.
but that sounds amazing. So, what do you think? Cloak of Displacement?
Now I
So
was offered 4,000 for it for this enchantment, but I can pay half if we can get a discount.
Add a character that's on the cloak you're having commission that you won't have for 2 days, right?
Yep.
Alright, so we're
Kinda
stuck in this
didn't-
town for at least 11 days. Got it.
or leave and come back.
Mm.
Yeah, when we leave,
So
we
while
don't
you
come back.
Hey,
Unless
there's an
it's-
entire
unless it's
criminal group that
Fandolin.
we can investigate here.
right. So as you're doing it, he's like, some of the things that we have around the shop. I mean, you can see the stuff that we've got laid out here in the front, but some of the items that we have in the back are incredible. Now I know they're a bit pricey, and as you look around the front of the shop, there's a row of staves and they like are marked staffs of apprentice, and there are a variety of different staffs for wizard apprentices. There's a case with different jewelry. You see like something called a firefly ring. Everything here is labeled. There's several wands. You see a wand of magic missiles, a wand of spider summoning, uh, items called the Archivist's Spectacles, and next to them a different pair of glasses called the Eyes of the Eagles, or more goggles. A brooch of shielding is here. And that's just kind of like the stuff that's out in the shop. But he's like, some of the stuff we have in the back is amazing. He's like, it's like somebody actually killed a mind flayer and turned its skin into a pair of gloves. Like, we're working on the name, workshopping it, but they're called the Mind Mugger mitts. They're rare. They currently require attunement, but maybe I can work on the enchantment a bit. They give you advantage to sleight of hand checks, and 3 times a day you can do memory lapse as a bonus action. You touch a target, and they must succeed on a wisdom save of 10 plus half your level, or else forget everything from the round of the 6-second round that just happened.
It's actually pretty sweet.
Pretty impactful, and it seems like up the alley of someone like yourself. Other things that I think would work really well for Jerk.
That is a Pathfinder item, and it's actually quite interesting thing. It is.
Yeah, I mean it's rare, and it normally does require attunement, but I may be able to work on the enchantment since it's you, so it might not require attunement for you.
Did you say this? Did you say mitts?
Yeah,
As in
My-
mittens?
Mind Mugger. Well, so actually, it's like, do you guys want
Like
to see? I could show you.
Mittens?
I kind of want to see him. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's a cool name, but
He brings them out, and
Mittens.
they're basically like fingerless gloves, except for the ring and the middle finger.
so does this
You're gonna
also
turn me into
conflict with-
Gambit.
this is also
And they-
conflict to
and
the other.
they, and again, like somebody killed a mind flayer, and they're made from its skin.
Oh,
Like-
hey, speaking of monsters and skins and stuff, do you happen to need any I don't know, teeth or anything like that for your enchantments? I've got a.
No, that's silly.
How about
You're funny though. I like you.
spectator eye stalks? Do you ever need those for anything?
Spectator eye stalks.
Maybe
That's interesting.
a glick beak?
Let me ask the boss.
Side note, I feel like you should have sold all those teeth to the jeweler.
Yeah, I'm just.
Are they fresh?
No, they're not really fresh. But I
Uh,
was just gonna hand them to you guys anyway, since you're
Oh
doing
shit! You mean I
such
could
a-
just like experiment with it?
Yeah,
I'll take it,
here,
man.
here, there-
Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I have 4 of them.
That's amazing.
There you go. I actually, you know what's really funny is I regretted having to kill this spectator. He was really cool. He cooked us. He just magicked us like some of the best meals I've ever had in my life up.
Yeah, I kind of fucked that up.
Did you now? How did this work out? Where you talked about the cloak you wanted, Taliesin? You talked
So-
to Jerk and talked to the guy.
Yeah.
Well, I talked to somebody else first, and they said it would be 4,000 gold for the enchantment. Though, if there's some sort of discount you can offer me, I would appreciate that. I also have this to offer. I don't know what you would offer me for this. And he takes off his medallion of thoughts and sits it on the table. This
Oh.
allows you to read the thoughts of creatures within your, that you,
Yeah.
actually through walls and such.
Out of character, is that like a perception check where you see the creature, or
Nope.
you just know the
Uh,
thing's there and you just roll to see if you can read its thoughts?
For
Yeah,
you
you can
guys,
just read it,
I'd pick this up for full price from you. So I'd give you 500 gold for this, or at least in exchange for some of these other items we're talking about.
500 gold for the necklace.
The detect
medallion-
thought spell
the-
is creature you can see within 30 feet.
Okay.
Yes, but if they move
I'm dying
out
of
of your
thought.
sight, you can still hear them.
Within range.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is
I'd be
um,
willing to sell this
also-
to you.
Also, you mentioned that my boss told you that you might need to get some of these items, but I was in the back, and we actually have a cloak of displacement. It's normally runs. That's normally like a $5,000 item, but I could,
What's a dollar?
or a 5,000 gold item, but I could do that. I could do that for 4,500 for you.
I was
You said the enchantment was quoted as 4,000.
I was kind of hoping to have it made out of this beast that we all kind of slayed together.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but-
hear you. I
But
hear
you
you.
want the long run or you want the short run?
Yeah, I can't believe she did that. I mean, some of the items that I saw in the back, there's a dagger of venom, a ring of animal influence, a sword of life stealing, that cloak of
Whoa, 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 whoa.
displacement, a wand of metal and mineral detection.
A sword
Hold
that
on.
does. What was that sword of life stealing?
A
I know,
vampiric
right?
sword.
It's a pretty incredible
That's-
sword.
What?
When you
What-
attack a creature with it and roll a 20 on the attack roll, that target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage. And if it isn't a construct or undead, you gain those 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
That,
hey
that
man.
sounds a lot more fair than I expected it to be.
Do you want to see
I'm
something
removing
cool?
the medallion of thoughts.
I totally
So
forgot I
that's-
had this. Now that we're talking about stuff, though, look at this thing. I want to show him
feel
the
like-
burning hellfire rapier. I'm like,
Oh
this
god,
this sends people to hell, dude.
I
Oh,
really.
that's crazy. How does it do it?
I
Oh,
don't
I'm so
know.
curious about it. Are you interested in parting with that?
Oh, I can't. I couldn't possibly.
Okay.
But-
All right, I hear you.
What were some of the items you mentioned real quick? I saw this.
What?
I heard the.
Wand of metal and mineral detection, cloak of displacement, a dagger of venom, ring of animal influence, sword of life stealing. These are all rare items that are kept in the back. And an
Is-
Inuan stone of protection.
Is the animal ring
Yeah.
attunement
Yeah.
or
Oh.
Yeah, it's the Ion Stone. That's a
Iron
very
Stone
rare
of
item.
protection.
like?
How much is that?
I don't know what
goodness.
Well,
Vix is
It's
asking
five.
for, but
It's 5,000 gold.
Well,
Wow.
okay,
That's-
so
That's a fair cost.
totally out of character. Like
That's
we
an amazing
should
item.
probably have something left for Tyre after this to give him.
yeah, I'm out of character too right now. Is the ring of animal thing attunement or no?
Animal influence.
Yeah.
No. It has 3 charges, and it gains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast one of the following spells. Animal Friendship, save DC 13. Fear, save DC 13, targeting only beasts that have an intelligence of 3 or lower. And Speak with Animals. It is not an attunement item.
Exy.
It's like, yeah, I know. I mean, just thinking about some of the other things in the back. I know
Wait.
there's a ring of memories back there.
Chance like walks over like, how much for that ring of animals? Like people like me. How much?
It's that's a 5,000 gold item. It's
I can already
these are,
see
these are
Man.
these are pretty rare magical items you're not really gonna find elsewhere.
And it was really nice talking to you and meeting to you, and I'm gonna walk away now because I
Okay.
can't afford that, good sir.
It's one.
Can
Goodbye.
can
Yeah,
you
it
offer
is-
me?
It is kind of unfortunate. Your last stop on the dragon train here. We're running a little bit low on funds. It's not like
Can
we're
you
broke.
totally
offer me
understand, dude.
any sort of discount on this enchantment?
So on getting it done, didn't he just say that already? Didn't he say it? thought
I
he
didn't.
did.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
you-
the discount on the enchantment.
Yeah, you said he had one in
It
the
was
back that he
500.
would go for.
He said he had one in the
Oh
back.
no, on the enchantment because the enchantment would have been 4,000.
4,000.
Yes.
And that was what he's saying. He can offer 500 less on basically put his time off on the other items. So the
The wings cloak would become 1,000 to 1,500
1,000
if we add an item.
and the ring of protection becomes 1,000 if
They
you add
both-
if add another item.
They both go down or
Oh.
separate items?
Both because he's working on them. He's the guy.
Oh,
Okay.
so the enchantment wouldn't.
So buy
Be
any
any
item in the
less.
store today and get 1,000 gold off of our commissions.
Essentially, if he can make another sale.
So pick any item that's basic. Pick another 500 gold item in the store.
Well, yeah, but would the
And-
enchantment count as a purchase?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
and so he would do that for 4,000.
Well, 4,000 was the original
Yeah,
cost.
yeah,
so it would,
yeah.
if it was
But
1,000,
you're taking
off,
1,000 off the other stuff you're spending, so it's 1,000
Oh.
off all over your collective purchase is 1,000 gold off. 1,000 gold off, because
Yeah.
this guy knows Jerk, grew up with him in the orphanage, and is
the-
willing to
and also crit.
volunteer his time, and he also crit on a persuasion of his boss. They're willing to give you 1,000 gold.
What
Yeah,
are
yeah,
cheap
pretty good.
enchantments of the store? Then I guess at this rate.
trying to make this
What was that?
cloak. I have 1,600
enchantments.
gold.
I've got
Low cost enchantments.
20.
How much was the cloak of displacement?
That's
4,000.
5,000.
It was a
Oh,
five.
did he
it was
say
a,
he'd give it to
it
you
was
for
a-
4?
Yeah,
it was
Yeah, he said
$4,000
it was a
for
four.
the enchantment.
Yeah, so it's a
Because I already
5,000
have
gold.
it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
so
I'm
why
ma- I'm
bother
having the cloak
buying
made.
Oh, wait,
it
okay.
for 5 when you could
Okay.
get it enchanted for 4?
Left field. Left
Yeah.
field, Jared.
Yeah.
Is there some enchantment he can put on our friendship necklaces that me and Jerk have?
That are made
There's
with.
so many kinds of enchantment and spells
Like
out there.
protection.
You
Protect-
tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell
Protection?
you.
Protection and or communication.
Sneakiness.
Like protection from good and evil.
Protection just like buff like 1 or 2 to our
AC, like a
Yeah.
plus
That's-
1 or
Oh,
plus 2.
so like a bonus to your AC, like a ring of
Yeah.
protection.
Yeah.
or like communication enchantment.
I kind of like the communication a little bit better.
Yeah.
So the material cost for those is like 4,000. It's that you're talking in the same realm of what
Same realm.
he's
I'm
asking
gonna
with
do.
the cloak of
Okay.
displacement. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
What about light source? On and off light source.
Nice.
Protection.
Oh my god, you're just throwing random shit at me, and all I want to do is read you this awesome thing I wrote at the Dragon Temple. All right, light source.
I don't think we're getting there.
I
We're gonna
want to
get
read
there.
it
Think of,
so
like,
bad.
I
It'll
wanna
take
get
me.
those-
It will take me 5 minutes to
we
read,
want the
and you're gonna
discount.
love it.
We gotta
You want
make
the
a sale
discount so bad.
today.
I
It's
want to get
1,000
the
gold.
extra for
There's
them.
others. There's Eyes of the Eagle, Brooch of Shielding, Archivist Spectacles, Wand of
Okay,
Magic
okay.
Missiles, Wand
Archivist
of Spider
spectacles. What do
Summoning,
those do?
Firefly Rings, Staffs of the
I-
Apprentice.
I
Those are
understand, but
all
we need the
uncommon
enchantment
magic
to get the
items.
discount. So
Eyes of the Eagle?
It's
Tell
like,
me about Eyes of the Eagle.
Okay.
you want Eyes of the Eagle? Go for it.
All right. Eyes of the Eagle. These crystal lenses fit over the eyes. While wearing them, you have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across.
How much?
Godwald, what do your eagle eyes see?
That would be a 500 gold magic item.
We should just do that and then complete the day.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
This is a cool
Right.
thing. Yes.
How much?
You
of-
want it?
What is
Party money?
Archivist?
Nope. Archivist spectacles are.
Yeah.
Archivist Spectacle.
These
Such a
are.
cool name.
Oh no, these were rare. Shit. They're rare. They're expensive. They're in the 5,000 gold. Advantage to Arcana and History knowledge checks. Wear
we
these
can't
spectacles
do
can
that.
read
We
books
don't have
3
to pay
times
money.
faster than normal, and once per day you can cast Comprehend Languages.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Put
Dude,
that in my wish
can
list
we
for
just-
the future.
So you need the extra enchantment to get the discount.
We just need an extra item to get the discount.
Buy an
These would
extra
be it.
item.
Yeah. So I say we
Extra
go with the
item?
the Eyes of the Eagle.
So we get the Eyes of the
That's
Eagle. We get
5,000.
It's 500.
The eyes-
500.
It's 500.
500.
So
Okay.
we still
Yes.
make out. We get an extra item and we get 500, or we get 1,000 gold off.
Thoughts.
Mhm.
And that
Yeah.
will that leaves money in the budget to give Tyre a commission or whatever have you, but we will still need to go and make up the difference on the armor doing adventure things over the next 10 days.
Yeah, we've got a
Okay.
whatever these criminals are doing.
I'll just try to like make the money adventuring to do this
Or-
No,
enchantment.
I'll go with
Okay.
you. We can do that as a team.
Or we put everybody's gem money from today together. That's enough for the
Yeah.
payment.
Well, I mean that the 1,600 gold that I have is the money I had plus the gem money.
Well, we can. I've got 20. I can put 2,600 towards it.
That will be enough to finish all the gem money we got today. We have to finish the second payment on the armor. Let's
Yeah,
just
okay,
finish this
so
thing
party
now
money-
today.
Yeah,
Okay.
party money finishes payment for getting the eyes right now.
Do you guys want me
So
to put
that's-
2,600 in
gem
for
money.
anything?
Oh, no,
Chris,
just put gem money.
Next time. Next time.
All right. Next
Gem
time.
money and a note for rest of armor. Just
Okay. Well,
gem
I've,
money
So
and
I've
today
got
I
the.
can put down 2K for the 2 items, 500 for the rush, and 500 for the Eyes of the Eagle. And
Sounds-
and that's the new and that's a contract. And we take the eyes now, and the rest we get in 10 days.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Wait,
we
what?
have
Would you
to deal
guys-
with people for
Would you
cheating.
guys like to head to the Dragon's Temple so I can read something to you for 5 minutes?
Yes.
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 Sure.
We were supposed to go to
I love you. I love you. Thank you. I've
Let's go,
spent so much
Dragon
time on
Temple.
this today. All right, so you guys wrap up all your purchases, say goodbye to Tyre. He's like, all right, I'm gonna take the rest of this dragon off somewhere and try and sell this meat or something, whatever.
Fire! Go
grinder.
sell the meat. Go to the bars.
I'm
Sell
going.
the meat.
He
Sell
goes,
the meat.
he goes off and he tries to sell the meat. At this point, you guys spent some time. It has been a long day of shopping, magic, and math, and etc. And you head back to the Dragon's Temple. The sun is nearing setting as you make your way across the town and into the appropriate district. And let's music. Come on, faster. Cathedral. All right, so and Dragon Temple. On the way, Godwall, do you tell them about the messages that you received? I think it got lost
Yes.
a little bit in the sauce there.
Yes, I do. I tell them what I was told, and chances are we get there early so that I can prepare.
All right. As you
Oh
do
my
get
God,
there,
is-
the party arrives a little later than you had hoped.
Is Godwall getting a
Um,
promotion?
But still, the temple seems busier than usual. With the Order of Bahamut, everyone seems to be dressed in their finest robes, wearing their most ornate jewelry. There seems to be multiple patrons, and you can overhear some discussions of parents visiting their offspring who are excited that they may attain a new rank in the temple. Other discussions around are less heartwarming, talking about the infiltration of false worship in the temple. News of Ninzao being Dralmorer seems to have spread over the course of the day, and Dendians of the city seem much more concerned than the Alkalites of the temple. There are multiple eyes in the crowd which are drawn towards the party, as your part has been no secret in the events that transpired yesterday. Some come up and thank you, Godwald especially, for ridding them of false worshippers. Others come up and ask how you knew, if you were sure, and you kind of give them quick answers. As you go to approach the Great Assembly Hall, Godwald, you want to, I get the implication that you want to get your cleanest robes and get like a change of clothing, essentially. You're able to quickly do that, and after that, ushers direct you down a long aisle in the Great Assembly Hall, flanked by a crowd on either side, and eventually bring you to 5 seats in the front row near several clerics and alkalites. Godwald's familiar with the space and recognizes that seeing all of the remaining scale bearers together on the platform is a bit of a rarity, but not unheard of. Though the size of today's crowd is different. Civ Vicar is there on stage, adorned in his most ornate robes, as are the other scale bearers. Pomp, ceremony, and the wealth of the Platinum Dragon worshippers is on full display today. Incense burns, creating a warm scent reminiscent of baking or fresh laundry. It's almost like the smell of home. It's kind of hard to place. Gold and platinum details around the dais, the cloth overlaying it, and the various instruments around and in the hands of scale bearers. It shows, the kind of the wealth that is here in the temple. The room is filled only with interpersonal chatter until a gong rings out. Scale Bearer Chad starts the ceremony. We gather here today for an ascension ceremony, unlike many in the past. Many adherents will be partaking today. Recent events may have shaken the faith of some, but these individuals have risen to the challenges before them. May they grow ever stronger, more cunning, more wise, like the great King Bahamut. A round of applause, and the ceremony is underway. Participants are invited on stage. Prayers are said by the scale bearers as expensive oils are poured onto their heads. A first round of participants. The words Copper Ascension can be heard as general worshippers are given positions as alkalites. Civ Vicar speaks. X of X, Hivni, please join us.
Drop
They motion for you to come on stage.
Yeah. I go back to my normal visage, of course, upon entering, and I go up. I find Hivni, and I go up and take her hand and like give it a squeeze, and we both go forward.
As you head on stage, Hivni comes out from the crowd on your side of the hall, and Vicar continues. Your faith has shone through, and though we have never had your kind with us before, we gladly invite you to join us now. Several low whispers can be heard as Vicar pours the oil on Hivni's head, and she's given the position of alkalite. When the oil is poured over Ixavix, unbidden, his wings appear and extend, glowing gold feathers, and several gasps can be heard over the silence and awe of most of the patrons. Certainly, this is a sign for Bahamut, Vakar exclaims. We are so glad to have you join us, little ones. And after a pause, everyone begins to gather themselves. You are given the robes of the Temple of Bahamut and ushered back to your seats. You're now acolytes in the Temple of Bahamut.
Nice.
As people eye Ixavix and Hivni, a second round ensues. The Bronze Ascension, where acolytes become clerics, much like Godwald. The room seems to have gotten brighter, warmer, as if someone has lit more candles. Perhaps the number of bodies has raised the temperature in the room. But all in all, a comforting feeling seems to overcome everyone, except for Jerk and Taliesin.
Oh.
As this, you actually both feel, Taliesin, you feel a bit of a breeze, as if you were standing in an open field. And Jerk, you kind of almost feel like someone kind of put their arms over your back and you grab your shoulders, but nobody's there. Kind of rub your neck a little. As this portion of the ceremony concludes, murmurs have begun to build, as this feels like it's a bit much for the general populace. The swearing in of kobolds, the appearance of Ixavix's wings, it seems to bring a bit out from the crowd. Over them, Sivakar speaks loudly, hushing them. Lastly, Godwald, please approach the dais.
I stand up and I approach, though I don't recall anything about this. Mentioned about me specifically.
Godwald, this feels weird.
Oh.
As you step up and approach Scalebearer Vakar, he states, "Turn towards the crowd and kneel."
I do so.
There in the audience, on the opposite side of the acolytes, is Mama Piterbottom. She smiles,
Yes.
What?
a
How?
gigantic smile, and waves excitedly.
How long have they been planning this?
To her
Yes.
left is Sister Gariel. To her right is Sildar Hallwinter,
Oh,
Both-
shit.
smiling, giving you nods of acknowledgement as Mom waves.
I'm
I
really
am
glad I
So
didn't
happy and
s-
excited.
I'm
I have
glad
no
I
foreknowledge of this.
didn't sell that crossbow now.
Yes, I'm also glad about that.
Did they bring the
Vakar,
jug?
Vakar continues. The faith of many has been on display today, but the worth of this man's character has been weighed and proven through brave deeds. His skill in the healing arts, have saved many lives, and his actions have cleansed this temple of those who would see Bahamut's will undone. With this action, I anoint him as my right hand, a priest of Bahamut.
Shit.
Vakar places a platinum dragon necklace around Godwald's neck. May this protect you from the evils you encounter on your journey. Godwald, you recognize this as a necklace of necrotic resistance that the priests wear. And as he raises the lamp of oil to pour on you, the room becomes brighter still. Party, please give me perception checks.
Am I taking radiant damage?
Does my skin start burning yet?
12.
Fuck, I believe in
Oh.
trees. What is this shit?
That's a 19 on the die.
16.
Oh god, that one! Fuck!
Oh, that's hard.
Wait, Jerk and
Okay.
Taliesin get nat 1 because they're not.
Oh
in
my
tune- they're
God.
not in tune
That's
with the spirit.
hilarious. Yeah,
That is
you
Well,
guys.
yeah, no, I know. I like how that it's like we don't like clearly me and Jerk know nothing about holy shit. Where I'm just like trees, yeah, and you're like demons, yeah,
Everyone else is feeling warmer, and you get this breeze feeling.
yeah.
And then Drake gets this like hands around his. Yeah. So surprisingly, so Godwald, Chance, and Ixavix, you all notice above the ceiling seems to begin to move, and quickly the painted dragons on the mural that covers the chapel ceiling seem to be moving. The image of Bahamut moves over the image of Tiamat, and where she's sticking out her heads from the pit she's in, the Platinum King pushes her down out of sight and into the pit. The lights in the room seem to grow brighter still, and on stage, behind Sivvikar, the presence of a bright, shimmering humanoid with wings which reflect all the light in the room appears with a large vessel in its hands. As the oil pours from Vikar's lamp, so does a silvery liquid from the massive angelic figure's vessel, which envelops Godwald as a silver flame erupts from his body, sending Vikar stumbling back a few steps from the intense heat. A voice booms, one Godwald has heard in his dreams. You have been tested in the fire, and you shall not burn. In a flash, all of the light dissipates. The candles are snuffed, and for a brief moment it is dark except for the silver flame around Godwald. And just as suddenly, the candles are ignited again. The light returns to the chamber, and the silver flame is gone. Astounded, the room is quiet, nearly silent except for the sound of candle flame. The scale bearers eventually gather themselves and hand Godwald his new robes. Thank everyone in the crowd for joining them for an eventful ascension ceremony. Sivvikar asks you to join him in his chamber once the hall clears, suggesting that maybe you should remain on stage until the crowd dissipates. You look out, and many eyes are fixated on you, and you think, maybe he's right. As Mama Piterbottom comes up on stage and gives you a big hug. That is where we'll end tonight's session.
Godwald, what in the nine hells was that?
I am okay. So
Why am I really cold?
Why do I feel like someone's touching me?
there is. I'm allowed to. I can think of one detail that I'm allowed to tell you at this point. And
The
it's
fuck
that,
did I see?
the best detail I can give you is that I know from our whole campaign that. So I am a life domain cleric. My god likes it when I keep people alive. So I usually get a nice, friendly, direct message from the DM every session. I keep somebody alive. Most recently, that time that Jerk got shot several times on a rooftop while
Yep.
I was looking the other way.
Happened again recently, yeah.
That was
So
cool.
we keep dropping,
that's
and
how
you keep
I
picking
rank
us
up in
we
my
get bonus
faction.
points.
I am
Yeah, he does.
ish.
What
Okay, I'll be
happens
sure to
if I
keep
keep
dropping
people
for you.
alive?
Ix,
I don't
Ix
get
is
anything
already,
like that.
Ix already gets.
Talk to
like,
me.
You get to start at rank
That's
2 in
fine.
the formal druid ranks that we just joined.
Hey, no, it's fine.
You have to start at rank 2
Yeah.
before strangers. So I've posted the end results of our trip, all the notes I've put on my sheet in the chat. So between the discount, between the extra money and the discount and the things that I picked up on the way. So that's all settled.
Nice.
This is I did not know this was going to happen at all.
Oh, it's dope. No,
Yeah,
this was
absolutely.
really fucking dope.
That
dude.
was good.
No, I like it.
That was
I like
really
it a
good.
lot.
That's really good
Some
description.
excitement after a long
Yeah.
day of shopping.
Jess is just gonna be staring at the
Yeah,
ceiling like
that's why I was
wide-eyed, like, all right,
I was
this
just
is
like,
happening.
you guys need to fucking end this shopping session already. Like, I'm
Hey,
dying
man.
inside. But I did make it a bit robust, so it's on.
Do you
It's
remember
my
the
fault
last
again.
time we went on
Yeah.
a shopping session and it was
Been
5
going on
hours?
for a while,
Canon
yeah.
compliant. We got fish and shrimp tacos on the way,
Yum,
and
yum.
I am-
tea.
I am so excited that we got to.
We got
to
lunch.
that at the end.
That was
I'm so
great.
glad you guys liked that.
Oh,
That
absolutely.
was super dope. That
So
was
I
really good, dude.
So today, with the extra money that we found in the budget from the various things happening, I did buy 3 items off the cards. I hope you liked that.
What just happened?
What? What just happened? I
What
don't
just
know.
happened?
But I think this may kind of invalidate our questions of that. Wait, which god were we asking? What were about the biggest issues before? And does this contradict that?
Oh, the
I
dragon
Give or
one?
take.
Yeah.
I like that inspired us to tell you about his secret when he saves people from death sessions. He's like, all right guys, hold on, I gotta tell you this.
Well, I mean, like it's happened before, and it's like, here's a thing. It's like,
Yeah,
we're gonna
you've
let-
had some, right?
Yeah,
Like,
twice before, I've had a vision where it's like, we will let you in this way cast above your station if the need is dire. And both
Ah.
times, it hasn't really come up.
he
So,
hasn't used it. He hasn't used the boon that he's received from Bahamut yet.
look,
You're getting
I'm in
fucking god boons over here and you're not using them?
a, look, I
Right.
am. Look,
That's
I'm
right.
That is for particular reason. That I got. You know what I got from my most recent boon? The second boon that I got. It's
Love
something
this.
that I save for
I
if
love it
someone
so
gets
much.
petrified or loses a limb. Okay.
Oh, you can save it. Okay.
Yes, it's basically I've got it marked in my inventory as an item with 1 charge.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Well, that's useful. I didn't know you could save it. That's
It's not
good.
so insane, really.
Yeah.
Especially
Like,
like the lower levels. haven't
Actual
been-
boons, like tier 3 or 4 boons with permanent effects. I'm getting boons with like charges.
All right, well, I'm gonna kill the
Well,
stream.
no, I thought you meant like, oh, you could only.
Good night,
go
I
Internet.
can't. I don't have
night,
wings.
Internet.
Amount of
Okay,
time.
I don't
Good
have
night,
wings
Internet.
or something.
Right.
Bye.
You have